I swear for a brief moment, as I was setting up, I was like, I have no recollection of the many things that I've done since the last time that we played Great Ace Attorney. Now, looking at the title screen, I remember enough. Yeah, because Sholmes got shot. Ah! Now, the thing is, well, I remember all the important bits that need to be remembered. Yeah, Sholmes got shot. Ginny... Was she holding the gun? I don't remember seeing her with... Oh, yeah, she is holding a gun! I thought she was just laying in the corner! This could be a great time. This is good. This is gonna be a lot of investigating, trying to figure out what happened. It's Gina with a gun in a locked room. From that moment, Windibank's pawnbrokery became a crime scene. Everything that followed happened in a whirlwind of activity. The arrival of the police, the preliminary investigation of the scene, and the questioning. It was just before dawn before I was allowed back to my lodgings at 221B. I'm assuming Sholmes is going to be in the hospital the entire time, and he's not going to be helping us at all. 16th April, 6:21 a.m., Naruhodo's legal consultancy. Baby girl! Iris! Oh. A telegram came, but all it said was, wait at home. Oh, yes, we asked one of the policemen to have it sent. It was simply impossible to come back. When I woke up, I was all alone. Hurley and Jeannie were gone. Everyone was gone. Child. Did Susato go to... Did Susato go to the Lord Chamberlain guy? Does she still have to do that, despite the circumstances? What happened, Runo? Poor Iris, she's trembling. She's obviously trying very hard not to let herself get too worried. I'll explain everything that I know. Something awful has happened, hasn't it? Yes, I'm afraid so. Who the heck were the two people that were in the shop last night other than Ginny and Windabroke? Okay, events at Windibank's. Windibank. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Iris, but Mr. Windibank is dead. He was shot. We discovered it in the early hours of the morning. Oh, yes, I had a feeling. You did? Well, I saw all of those police carriages pulling up outside his shop, so I knew something must have happened there. When we entered Windibank's in the small hours, we disturbed a gang of 2 thugs. They ran out onto the street, and I chased after them, but they got away. So it was one of them who shot old Mr. Windibank, I suppose. I don't know, but that's not what the police believe at the moment. Oh, why not? They've arrested someone else as their prime suspect, you see. See, what if Gina just had the gun in her possession trying to protect Windibank? I mean, yeah, she was going in there for dubious reasons, but... Jenny. Why does it have to be Jenny? Well, the thing is... No, Jenny wouldn't do something like that. I know. None of us think she did it. Why have they arrested her? Because circumstantial evidence and what people see with their peepers. I'm sorry, there's nothing I could do. Okay, Sholmes' situation, assumingly in the hospital. So where's Hurley then? Is he still there investigating the scene? He really ought to have some breakfast. It's not good for him to miss meals. God, we're gonna have to tell her all about everything that's gonna be horrible in this situation. In addition, that she's probably gonna learn about the what happened to her father. I don't want you to worry, Iris, but I have some news about Mr. Sholmes. He was taken to hospital this morning. What? Well, when we entered Windibanks, a gun was fired and he took a bullet. Hurley was shot? He'll be fine. He's a big, robust boy. He'll live. It's all right. His life isn't in any danger. Really, are you sure? Where is he? Which hospital? He's at Saint Sinners? Signers? It's probably Sinners. That's a horrible name for for Saint Sinners Hospital? They're tending to him there. I must see him at once. I'm sorry, Iris, but you can't. Why not? That's not fair. I'm a family member. I should be allowed. No, I mean, nobody can see him at the moment. He's not allowed any visitors. They're preparing to operate, you see. To operate? Oh, poor Hurley. If the bullet is lodged in somewhere it shouldn't be, it needs to come out. It was the two thugs who were in Mr. Windibank's shop. They shot Mr. Sholmes when we disturbed them, you see. It was pitch black inside the shop at the time. My mind went totally blank, I'm afraid. I just froze. After them, go. After that, I ran out into the street, but, well, they were long gone. I shouldn't have hesitated. I'm so sorry. It's my fault I let them get away. I think it's a very good thing. Sorry? Well, if you'd seen which way they went and chased after them, you might have been shot as well, Bruno. That is actually really good. I wish we could have seen their faces, though. Just a glimpse. On top of everything else, I couldn't bear that. Oh, Iris. She's going through so much emotion as a tiny child. This is too much bad news for her. Susato's situation. Where's Susie, Runo? She's still at the police station. Oh, why? I expect she's still being questioned. The police said they wouldn't be finished for a while. Why aren't you there then? Well, I didn't get a good look at the criminals anyway, so they weren't questioning me for long. Miss Susato stayed behind at the scene to tend to Mr. Sholmes, so they didn't get started until later. Oh, I see. Besides, one of us had to come back to be with Iris. I'm glad Inspector Gregson agreed to me leaving early. You should have let me know and I would have come to the station. We can't have you there. There's already so many bad things going on. We don't need you to be emotionally mature. You can cry. It's okay. I don't understand why they arrested Ginny. It's not fair. What about the two thugs that were at the scene? Why are they the prime suspects? After all, they shot Hurley dead, didn't they? Well, not dead. Not dead, but goodness. I mean, Mr. Sholmes isn't dead, Iris. Oh, this is also horrible. The thing is, Mr. Windibank was found on the floor in the storeroom where he keeps all the deposited articles. The storeroom door was locked from the inside. I see. But he wasn't alone in there. Gina was found next to him on the floor as well. Oh no! And according to the detectives who investigated afterwards... don't tell me there was no one else in the room? Yes, exactly. How did you know? It's the only explanation. Yes, the only explanation indeed. I mean, there could be ways... If Windibanks died on the spot with a gunshot wound to the back, which we don't know if it, like, went completely through, so it could be that he was shot from his shoulder to the back? From his chest to his shoulder blade? Because I don't think that we have any pictures. Yeah, we can't. Well, there's nothing that we can look at right now. There could be a multitude of reasons. We already know that Gina definitely, more than likely, didn't do it. But the question is, how did the door get locked after the fact? Or was it still locked? How did Ginny get inside? There's so many questions. What do you mean by that, Runo? Well, what can I say? If I'm damned if I agree, damned if I don't. I'm afraid I'll need to go out again now, Iris. There's not much I can do at the moment, but I can at least try to find out how Mr. Sholmes and Gina are getting on. I want to go too. Take me with you. Is she gonna be my partner for the day? I can't stand just sitting around here waiting. I'm not sure how I feel about taking a 10-year-old child to the scene of a murder, but I don't want to leave her all alone here either. All right then, Iris. Perhaps you can help me. This is going to be along the lines of me bringing pearls around. When Gina's at the prison, Mr. Sholmes is probably in his hospital bed. And don't forget, we have to visit the crime scene. We need to conduct a thorough investigation. I could see you're ready for action. Imagine Iris would appreciate going to the hospital sooner rather than later. So, hospital first, see how Sholmes is doing. Oh, there's gonna be a lot. Okay. God, there's gonna be so many places to look at. I kind of want to just go out into Baker Street first and see what happens. And then we'll go to the hospital. It sucks if this all happened right next door. There's still a Scotland Yard carriage outside Windibanks. I never imagined we'd be investigating a case so close to home. Poor Iris, she's very upset by all this. I'm sorry, I was there. I should have done more. None of this is your fault, Bruno, so please don't apologize. But it's the criminals who are to blame for all of this, so let's investigate and work out how to catch them. I hope she has that same mentality when she figures out what happened to her papa. Oh, no. Okay. Ooh, no, wrong thing. Move to the hospital. Must check on Sholmes. He's probably having the time of his life in a hospital bed. Oh, he's not even here, is he? Don't tell me he's hanging from the rafters. 16th April, St. Sinners Hospital, Ward 3. Hurley! Oh! Where is he? He left, didn't he? He's not here. No, that's strange. The nurse definitely said he was in bed, or in the bed by the window, didn't she? Is he hiding? Oh, I know what's probably happened. Hurley was being a big baby and the bullet wound wasn't that bad after all, so he's been sent home. I'm not so sure about that. Baby or not, there's no question that it was a fairly serious injury that Mr. Sholmes suffered. Oh. Hello, what have we here? Who? Oh, Boppy. This ward is off limits, so no visitants. So what are you doing here, eh? Well, I'll have you know, we're Hurley's next of kin. Eh? Oh, well, begging your pardon then, ma'am, sir. A little lady and a curious Eastern gentleman. The great mystery solver as a mysterious family, eh? If that's how you see us, sure. Where is he, Constable? Where's Hurley? I believe he is currently in the operating theater, ma'am, undergoing an extensive operation. Extensive? It's been several hours, since he went in. Oh dear, is he going to be alright? Well, it doesn't appear to be working, you see. What? The anesthetic, that is. Is it due to all the cocaine? Maybe they just need to give him the cocaine and then he'll be able to be knocked out. Oh, I have heard a report that the gentleman claims he may have had a little too much to drink last night. Coffee, that is. Is that really Does that affect the anesthetic? Anyway, I think it would be fair to assume that he won't be back here for several hours yet. Hours? Hours? Hours. I see. Thank you, Constable. Perhaps we should leave and come back later. Too much cocaine, I mean caffeine. Yeah, we'll just call it caffeine. It's obviously caffeine. Oh, poor Hurley. Look at the exposed brick. Bed. That looks like the most uncomfortable bedspread ever. This must be Mr. Sholmes's bed. Poor Hurley. I know, it looks as stiff as a board, doesn't it? Why is it that every time that I point something out or say something, Ryunosuke says just something similar? How do we have a connected brain cell? I don't think that will bother him. No? What does he normally sleep on? I often find him asleep face down on the floor, completely dead to the world. Iris, are you sure that's not him doing substances? Because I don't think that's voluntary for him to sleep on the floor like that. I think I'd call the police if I discovered someone like that. I really don't think that's a good situation to find Holmes and... Sholmes? Sherlock Sholmes. There's a notice board on the wall here. Look, let's see, what does it say? Thought of the day. On scene, any vermin, calmly and discreetly inform matron. There's vermin in this building? Oh, yes, they have rats and mice in hospitals like this that love to feast on all the medicine. If you don't deal with them, there's nothing left to treat the patients. Oh, God. Rats and mice, so I see. This is a rather old building, I suppose. But the doctors and nurses are all very good, I hear. Supposedly. I certainly hope so for Mr. Sholmes' sake. Find out that it's a rat doing the operation. That'd be awful. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, crutches. I wonder what these are. Do you have any idea, Iris? Oh, haven't you ever seen crutches before? Let me explain. They're for people with leg injuries, to help them walk. You hold one under each arm, you see. These ones are the really uncomfortable ones, though. At some point, your armpits are going to get very sore, and it feels like it's cutting off the circulation to the rest of your arm. I thought they were weapons of some sort. Well, I mean, they could be used as weapons. Why would there be weapons in a hospital? I thought maybe a fighter had been injured in a battle contest and been brought here along with his weapons. That's surprisingly plausible. That's a neat observation. Okay, so it's gonna be a while before we get to talk to Sholmes. I think it's time to see where Ginny is and how Ginny is doing. 16th April, local I almost said prison. Local prison, cell 13. Ginny! I dare you to climb out of the hole there. Hello, Gina. Okay, now question. Big question. Don't you think that if they put her in the jail cell, they would have confiscated the smoke grenade launcher? I don't think they're very bright, are they? You see, oh, you still have this, the grenade launcher Hurley and I made. I wish you wouldn't point it at me all the time, though. I mean, she's a little skittish right now. Let's cut her some slack. What are you here for? Ginny, I have a feeling it's because of us that you've ended up in trouble. So we're thinking that we might be able to help you. Well, you can't. Sorry. Get lost. Oh, don't be like that, Ginny. I know you didn't do it. You never shoot someone. I just know you wouldn't. Oh, you think you know me? Pull the other one. Oh. You ain't got the first idea about the likes of me. I'm a thief. I pinch people's purses when they're walking down the street. That's how I get by. And if I saw me chance, I'd sneak into a pawn shop any day of the week. But just because you're a thief doesn't mean you're a murderer. Just to see what I could lay my hands on. Get it? That's the kind of person I am. But Ginny, I'll be in court tomorrow. They said. Some cove came by before and said he'd be a lawyer for me or the like. Said it was my right or something. But I told him to get stuffed. I don't need a lawyer. Don't need no one. She couldn't be staring at me any more obviously if she tried. Having the bar right there looks like she's definitely... She has some thoughts going through her head right now. Honey, you're still gonna get a lawyer and the lawyer's me. Why are you being like this, Ginny? It's good to have help every once in a while, dear child. I don't understand, Gina. Why did you send the public defender away? You want to be to sign papers, or sign some papers, representation papers or something like that. It's all going to be rigged anyway, the whole trial. They'll pin it on me because I'm a kid. That's what grown-ups always do. Why do you think that? Because that's how it's always been for me, growing up in the back slums my whole life. Well, I mean, yeah, Winda Broke also accused her of stealing when it was actually the other way around. I mean, yeah, she was still getting something from somebody else, but it was still not the other guys. You did what the grown-ups tell you. It'll get your mates dragged off by the coppers or worse. I've had it happen to me before and all, but been sold out and nearly snaffled on the back of it. You can't trust no one, that's the point. As soon as you do, you're gone to grass, dead. Gina, listen. If you like, in tomorrow's trial, I could forget it. Ginny, don't you trust Bruno? We ate dinner together. We only did her as one big happy family. I guess this situation has brought her 2 steps back. Look, I'll ask you nicely now. Just leave me alone. Can we ask what happened at least? Will you tell us what happened, Gina? Last night at the pawnbroker's. There's nothing to tell. I figured it'd pay me, so I broke into the place and started going through the storeroom. But the old bloke walked in on me, and you know the rest. Oh, so she's just basically going off of what the policemen are telling her. Oh my god, my eyeball is itchy. But why, Ginny? Why would you do that? Ain't it obvious? The place is full of stuff I could sell for a shilling or 2. Diving ain't easy, you know. It's a lot of work, and half the time you don't even get nothing. Is that really why you broke into the place? She did it for Iris. Are you sure the true reason wasn't something else? Oh, give it a rest. What'd be the point anyway, eh? Nothing I could say would make a blind bit of difference. Please tell us, Ginny. We'll believe in you, whatever it is. Believe me, don't be daft. You can't believe nothing. Nothing? Nothing. Everyone lies all the time. And you know what? When it comes to liars, I'm the biggest of the lot. I've told some unforgivable lies I have. What do you mean by that? What unforgivable lies? Unforgivable lies. What did you mean before, Gina, when you said you were the biggest liar of the lot? Why don't you tell us what these unforgivable lies you've been told are? Maybe we can help. Sorry, we're out of time. They're gonna want to question me now. Ginny, please. Oh, yeah. I wanted to give you this. Something to remember me by. Cat! Cat picture and a snowman. I think I know where that snowman is. A photographic print of a really adorable cat. I found it in one of the pockets of this coat. Ain't no point in me having it. I wonder what a little photograph like that was doing in a pocket of that overcoat. That cat's gonna be important. Anyway, don't bother coming again. Bye. Oh, Jenny. The white cat photograph has been entered into the court record. A photograph depicting a sweet little white cat obtained from Gina while interviewing her in her prison cell. Gotta take a good look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh. Date deposited? 10 shillings? Look at the back of the this print here. There's something written on it. 13th February, 9 p.m. Article deposited 1 small box. Loan amount paid 10 shillings. Redemption deadline 13th April, 9 p.m. 1 small box? So this photographic print is a redemption ticket? 13th February, that could be significant. It was just 2 days before the murder on the omnibus, wasn't it? A small box, it doesn't tell us much about it, does it? So maybe this was the other thing that the other guy was looking for, Egbert Benedict. Bruno, if Mr. McGilded still had the ticket, then presumably he never redeemed the article. So do you think the box might still be present somewhere in the shop? Oh, yes. If it's something McGilded deposited, we need to investigate. White cat photograph information has been updated. A redemption ticket issued from the pawnbrokery owned by the victim, Mr. Windibank, in the form of some handwritten note on the back of a photograph. Okay. I think we can probably get to investigating now, but I wonder if I can present this to her and it'll say something additional. Here, Gina, look at this. No, Ta. I wasn't saying you could have it. Oh, weren't you? You just gave me this. Well, when someone says I can't have stuff, it makes me want to see it. Maybe it makes me want it, see. So you better hand it over now. No, I'm not giving it to you. Okay. So I can't do anything more here. This poor girl. She can't catch a break at all. So let's go to Shom's Suite, see if anything's there. No? Oh god, we're gonna have to get the machine back from the pawnbrokery as well. How is it? I wonder how the shop is gonna get taken care of now that Windibank is dead. What happens to all of these items? Do they just get redeemed without having to actually pay for anything? 16th April, Windibank's pawnbrokery. Oh. Oh, don't you know that you're kind of looking over that upside down? Unless you switched the book around? This is where it happened then, last night. That's right, the 2 thugs I told you about were obviously ransacking the place looking for valuables. But apart from the policeman in here, you wouldn't know anything had happened. There's no sign of a disturbance. No, you're right about that, actually. There is something on the ground right here. There's some glass, I think. In fact, if anyone, it's the police who seem to be the ones doing the ransacking. I know what you mean. They're like a gang of organized criminals all dressed in black. Oh, I heard that. Oh, I mean, I'm just going off of observation, sir. Oh, Inspector, good morning. I suppose I have to thank you for your vigilance last night. We got to the scene before it was disturbed, at least. Shame you let the two rogues get away, mind. Yes, I'm sorry about that. I thought you'd assign extra men to beat around here, Gregsy. Now look what's happened. Hurley's been injured because there weren't enough police on duty. I mean, they are kind of like spread out thin. Oh, your ladyship. No one told me you were coming. I expect you take full responsibility for what happened to Hurley and see he has the very best medical care. Of course, your ladyship, the very best doctors in the capital are attending to him as we speak. And I don't think it's Ruda's fault that the rogues managed to get away, is it? Chasing criminals is the police's job. Absolutely, your ladyship, as you say, ma'am, as you say. Oh, I love Iris so much. Can you be with me for all my police investigation purposes? The gent in black is totally blameless. Everyone's in agreement about that. Would you believe it? He's like a completely different person with Iris. Talking about personality change. Oh, where are me manners? Are you thirsty, your ladyship? Perhaps you like some juice. Some nice refreshing fruit juice. Oh my goodness. Oh, why are you thirsty, Gregsy? I have some of my special herbal tea with me if you'd like some. She has a little thermos. That's so cute. Oh, I guess he walks around with his own teacup. Ah, lovely. Ah, very much. That really hit the spot, your ladyship. Looks like he's about to cry. I don't even recognize him like this. It's the herbal tea. Okay, well, actually, first, before I talk to him, I want to take a look around. What is this on the floor? I've investigated thoroughly, but I can't find anything out of place. Really? It's not even gonna let me look at that? Let's let me look at this, though. Alright then, let's see what we can uncover. Wait, what do you think you're doing, Sunshine? You can't touch anything in here. Oh, but we were hoping to investigate. This is a crime scene for Pete's sake, no touching. What's the problem, Gregsy? Bruto's a lawyer, you know that. Oh my god, she's lovely! I really need her everywhere. If I have her with me, I will have no issues investigating at all. Oh, I'm ever so sorry, your ladyship, ever so sorry. The rules and regulations are a thorn in my side. Of course, if Mr. Naruhodo was to have been properly appointed by the accused, that'd be another matter. The accused. If you could show me some representation papers, I'd be only too happy to let you nose around. Never have I ever gotten, like, actual representation papers for any Ace Attorney case that I've had. And I've always had issues with the police. If there was always this kind of rule, why was it so difficult for me? It looks like presenting the detective here with the correct paperwork is the only way. I gotta go back and convince her? Okay. So I guess we can only converse with him now. The investigation. Can you tell me anything that I can't look at myself right now? So how's the investigation going, Inspector? Nothing to it, really. Really very simple case. Very simple cases. There's some very definitive evidence. We're just about to charge that diver we arrested last night, in fact. Gina, you're going to charge her? That's right. Should be able to bring her before the judge at the Bailey tomorrow. Definitive evidence, you say? What is it? Come on, show me. Your ladyship, as much as I wish I could oblige you, I'm afraid. I see. You've already captured the pair of thugs who broke in here last night, have you? What the? And you're going to put them on the stand as witnesses, are you? Isn't that backwards? That's very backwards. How could you? How could you possibly have known that? I had a feeling, that's all. Remind me never to try to keep a secret from Iris. We currently have a really big one, though. Does she already know? So you've arrested the 2 men who shot Mr. Sholmes, have you? Well, yes. They were rounded up pretty quickly by the lads on the beat. And Miss Lestrade is being held at the prison? She should be. That's assuming she hasn't lifted the key from the jailer, of course. Can you tell us anything about Mr. Sholmes? What's his condition? Sorry, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Scotland Yard matters are strictly confidential. I think you should say that to your Bobby. Because he gave us the information, even told us that the anesthetic wasn't working well enough due to coffee. Well, I know he's being operated on at St. Sinners. Why can't I see him? I'm family, you know. I'm terribly sorry, your ladyship. It's the hospital's policy, no visiting at all. Oh. That's weird. The bullet must have hit an artery in his midriff. He lost a fair bit of blood. Oh, no. He didn't seem too bad in the first hour or so, but a hemorrhage like that is enough to make even the one and only Sholmes pipe down. Mr. Sholmes is a human like the rest of us, you know. Well, anyway, he's having emergency surgery right now. They gotta stop that bleeding. But he'll be alright, won't he? They'll be able to make him better? Of course, your ladyship. He'll be as red as rain before you know it. Know it? Really, how do you know? How do I know? Well, because, of course... Ah, yes, because Mr. Sholmes is such a great detective, that's why. We better pray the doctors have a better grasp of what's needed to make someone well again. Oh dear, please don't die, Hurley. I do like that he's trying to treat her as a child, but I feel like she needs more assurance than this. I'll report to your ladyship the moment I hear he's out of the operating theater. Theater. I couldn't help noticing, Inspector. What? Out with it, sunshine. Sunshine? I'm starting to derail very slowly. It's not super apparent right now. It's not really big changes, but it's starting to slur. Oh my god, my speech. Well, there seems to be a marked difference between the way you talk to me and Iris. Watch the sauce, Sonny. I'm a copper and we don't go in for favoritism, you say. But he's right, you do treat us differently. It's because of those adventures of Herlock Sholmes stories, that's why. Oh? I crop up a man, don't I? Inspector Tobias Gregson. Oh, well, yes, because you're an acquaintance of Hurley's. What did you write about the inspector, Iris? I don't remember, really. It was one of Sholmes's line. Gregson is the smartest of the Scotland Yarders, is how he put it. Oh, did I write that? Do you know what that one line did for me, eh? The next month, my pay doubled, I tell you. Is that how you get a promotion? What? What? Oh, that's amazing. All because everyone at the yard reads them. They read all the Herlock Sholmes stories. They even set up a fan club for me. Oh, that's neat. Of course, that explains everything. It was around that time that you became such a toady to me. Could you blame me? All it'd take is one bad word from you and Sholmes could change his tune about me. Hi, Bob. good morning, good afternoon, good evening, welcome. I hope you're having a great day. Greg said no. The detective will say he's getting quite overrated these days. Think about what happened to my salary if that came out in print, eh? I don't think it'll be as worse as gumshoes. The whole thing gives me the willies. I can't tell you how many nights of sleep I've lost to worrying about it. But that would never happen, Gregsy. Every month when the new Rants magazine comes out, my hands are trembling as I turn the pages. Oh, how awful for you. Here, have some of my tea to settle your nerves. I'm afraid about what's in this tea. Ah, lovely. Ah, very much. That really hit the spot, your ladyship. Yeah, there's something... teetotal. There's something about this tea. She has put something in it. Oh yeah, there's something I was supposed to talk to you about, actually, Mr. Naruhodo. Is it about Susato? Yes, what is it? I've got an important message for you. I clean forgot about it until now. An important message? I wonder what it could be. Oh, important message? Are you going to tell me what this important message is then, Inspector? Inspector? Yeah, it's about that young lady who's normally by your side, your assistant. Here's Susie. Is she alright? She's at the station, isn't she? Being questioned, I believe? No, but not anymore. She had to head off. Head off? Where? To Lord Strongheart's office, of course. He summoned her. Ah, yes, of course. I'd forgotten about that. One of the whipstocks took her there in a yard carriage after we finished questioning her. Oh, so she got her dream come true. But she asked us to tell you she didn't have the fare for the return journey and to go and meet her there. She's got a nerve using Scotland Yard as a bloomin' messaging service. I mean, how else is she supposed to? You happen to be the one nearby. Goodness. I see. Well, thank you for passing that on, Inspector. Why did Susie have to go to see the Lord Chief Justice? That's what it was. Chief Justice. She didn't tell me. But I better head over to the Lord Chief Justice's office to fetch her straight away. I'm nervous about the reason why that is. Did something horrible happen? Does she have to go back to Japan? Is she leaving me behind? Is there something wrong with her father? Okay, can't investigate here, so we have to go to the Lord Chief. There's so many places to go! Okay, to the Chief Justice's office. As eerie as ever. 16th April, British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office. Susato? Yes, no matter how many times I come here, I always get the same sense of oppressiveness somehow. Do you think this place is oppressive? I think it's normal. How so? I mean, look at that suit of armor over there. You can't take that seriously, can you? Maybe it thinks the same about you. So everything is clear with regard to tomorrow's arrangements, I trust. Yes, thank you very much. Hmm? Oh. There they are, Susato-san and Lord Strongheart. I wonder what they're talking about. They both look very serious. Very good. There's something further to discuss. You may return to your lodgings. No doubt you have much to do. She is gonna leave me! No doubt you have much to do in preparation for your return to your homeland. Why is she leaving? What's the purpose? Wait, what did he just say? Your return to your homeland? Susato-san. Oh. Mr. Naruhodo. What was that all about? Mr. Naruhodo, thank you for coming to collect your colleague. What's this all about? Why were you talking about Miss Susato's return to her homeland? And tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow. This is all very unfortunate timing of every situation that's going on right now. But what about Ginny's trial? You mean she's been formally charged now? Oh dear. Why does she have to go back? Returning to our homeland. Miss Susato, what's this all about? Oh, please don't concern yourself, Mr. Naruhodo. It's only me going back to Japan. Your life here can continue just as it has. That's not what I asked. What happened? Why are you leaving? Is it father? Is it Mr. Mikotoba? It is! It's my father. He's fallen ill. Oh no. Professor Mikotoba? No, the very nice man. If I may. Yes, sorry. You must be the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yeah, this is basically the man that started me on my lawyering journey. Quite forcibly at that. Yes, that's right. My name is Yujin Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. We received an international telegram from the Empire of Japan informing us of the news. 10 days ago, father collapsed with a fever. The cause is apparently unknown. But it seems he grows weaker day by day. I don't believe it. As you are aware, the voyage from here to your country's capital takes some 50 days. I thought it would be prudent to hasten Miss Susato's departure as much as possible. Yes, absolutely. God, imagine figuring out that it's already been some days since your father got ill and your travel back is that long? What if he passes away in the meantime? That's... God, modern day traveling compared to the past is so convenient. Mind you, expensive, but very convenient. I will leave London first thing tomorrow morning. I can't believe this is happening. Gina's trial. So Gina's been charged. She'll have to appear in court. Yeah, she was formally charged a few hours ago, and the day of the trial has already been set for tomorrow. No, not even 24 hours later? Gina. Ah, the Lestrade girl and the murderer of the Baker Street pawnbroker, yes. An all too transpicious case. The pickpocket was clearly disturbed mid-robbery and shot the man in a panic. No, the yard is overstretched as it is, without wasting time on these open and shut cases. It's not wasting time. Ginny would never do something like that. Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, yes, Lord Strongheart? In deference of your fine services to date, I shall overlook this young girl's insolence. But I have no recollection of admitting a child into my office. Leave now. My goodness. Of course, Lord Strongheart. Criminals will tell the most palpable lies in order to evade justice. The police can ill afford the time it takes to unravel all their untruths. Meanwhile, more crimes are perpetrated. We have far more serious matters with which to contend. True, but... it's scummy. Serious matters. Didn't Gregson mention something like that yesterday? Yes, Inspector Gregson, and made a similar remark yesterday. It's no concern of yours, though I'm sure I need not remind you of that. 3 minutes precisely until my next meeting. You must excuse me. There's just one more thing, Lord Strongheart, which is... it's Miss Lestrade's trial. I wonder if you might permit me to defend her. A timely suggestion. Sorry? The girl currently has no representation. But that's not fair. Yes, she may be a pickpocket, but she still deserves a fair trial. Do not misunderstand me, young lady. The government provides for those too poor to afford representation with a public defender. The accused need only sign the relevant paperwork, and a defense barrister will be assigned to the case. However, the young girl in question has refused that right. Why would she do that? A question you would do well to direct at Miss Lestrade. You'll find her at the local prison. Yes, thank you. Now then, it's time I was leaving. Good day to you. I'm still convinced he's a villain in some way, shape, or form. Gina charged with murder, Susata-san about to leave. Father Miko Toba is ill. Come, Mr. Naruhodo, Iris, we must make haste. But, Susie, you're leaving for Japan, Japan tomorrow morning, aren't you? Don't you have packing and things to do? As Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant, my personal circumstances are of no consequence. My sole purpose remains to help you in whatever way I can. I don't know if it's better or worse than usual, but I feel like the blunders are leading to a lot more raspberries this time around. That's a very pensive look. I think we ought to visit Gina first. In any case, I would like to wish her well before I leave. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go. If I'm honest, this has completely thrown me off. I'll just have to do what I can as a lawyer. Everybody's leaving me. Okay. Back to the prison. We have to convince Gina. 16th April, local prison, cell 13. Oh, hello again, Gina. My goodness. I really wish somebody has confiscated that from her. What are you lot here for now? To have the muzzle of that grenade launcher shoved in our faces yet again, obviously. I think I need to improve the way you load ammunition into that thing, don't I? It takes quite a bit. I mean, does she unload it after this fact, or does she really have to load it again? Because there's no way that she's shooting this in the cell block. Look, you can come as many times as you like, but I ain't got nothing more to say to you. How are we gonna convince her? Gina, I wonder if you might hear me out. There's something I'd like to say. What? I'm sorry to say that I must reluctantly bid you farewell. Farewell? Tomorrow I must begin my journey back home to Japan. I fear we may never meet again. Oh, right. I've had the pleasure of meeting so many lovely people here in London. I have so many wonderful memories. And yet, as things stand now, it will be a glum parting indeed. Poor Iris is so miserable. Susie. Well, that ain't my business. Both Iris and Mr. Naruhodo believe you to be innocent, Gina. They have put their faith in you. But somehow you can't find it in your heart to put your faith in them. Yeah, that's right, I can't. What of it? It grieves me greatly to have to say goodbye to my friends when they are so clearly unhappy. Because of you. Oh, she's gonna hit it. She's gonna hit it hard in the feelings. What? It's my fault. Yeah, so I have one final request, Gina, before our paths never cross again. Right here and now. I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve the faith they've invested in you. Oh? Only by doing that will you truly be as alone as you claim to be. What are you talking about? What do you expect me to do, eh? You've told us that everyone lies. So prove it by admitting one of your own untruths. I'm starting to fall down. There we are. I'm sitting up now, properly. Oh, so she's basically getting her to do the things that we attempted to get her to do. Tell us your lies. Tell us your lies, Ginny. What about what you said before, Ginny? You said something about unforgivable lies. You must tell Mr. Naruhodo and Iris the truth now. This is my last request before I leave. My last request as a judicial assistant. No, I can't. Whatever these lies are, they're obviously weighing very heavily on Gina's mind. Gina, I could be wrong, but is this something to do with what happened 2 months ago? Something about that trial? With Mr. McGilded? The one in which Magnus McGilded was acquitted. Oh. The case of that mysterious murder that took place inside the omnibus. You were called as a witness by the prosecution. Is that what this is about? What lies did you tell during the trial, Gina? Because in that trial, I lied. I lied like you wouldn't believe. Will you tell us about it now? Oh, I really think this is so cool how every single one of these cases is just a proper continuance of the story. Like you said, it all happened 2 months ago. The coppers got oldo me and shoved me in the witness stand. Based on your testimony, Mr. McGilded was declared innocent. Yeah, well, the thing is, I lied about a whole bunch of stuff. I knew it. She probably had her reasonings, though. What sort of things did you lie about? I was hiding under the seat that night. That was true. Or that was the truth. It was pitch black in that little cubby hole. I couldn't see a thing, and then... thud. I heard that loud thud, like someone fallen on the floor. And that's when Mr. McGilded discovered you? Yeah. He pulled me out from under the seat and sat me next to the dead man. Where's the knife? There weren't much light to see by, but when I looked at the ends, I had the cub's blood all over him? I was so scared I couldn't even speak. You had his blood on your hands? In other words, it was Gina that the witness on the roof deck saw through the skylight. Then Mr. McGilded started asking you questions, I suppose. Who you were and why you were hiding under the seat. Yeah, he did, only that's not all. What do you mean? I mean, he threatened me. Threatened you how? Maybe swear and what I'd seen and what I heard. About what he was gonna do after the cub was found dead. He made me swear I wouldn't tell no one about any of it. If I did that, he said he'd let me scarper before the copper showed up. She really didn't have a choice. Gina, you must tell me what he swore you to secrecy about. What you saw, what you heard, everything. I mean, he's dead. He's dead. We can attempt to protect you in any which way we can. What you saw. You said Mr. McGilded made you swear not to tell anybody what you saw, but you were in the pitchback compartment under the seat the whole time, weren't you? Yes, with Mr. McGilded sitting above your head, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's true, but it was when I heard the thud of the cub hitting the floor, I let out a little scream, see? Couldn't help it. McGilded heard that and dragged me out by me arm, and that's when I saw it. It was on the floor next to the old geezer what had been stabbed. A disc, all bright and shiny. Oh, a disc. Do you mean... Yeah, that's it. The one what the D took off me at Windibanks. So the music box disc was there on the floor of the omnibus? And we're also talking about a small box that was also given to the pawnbroker. There's no way that that big of a disc could be played on that box if it was so small. Or maybe it could be played like a record player, normally. Not for long, Mick Gilded spotted it straight away. He picked it up smartish and stuffed it inside his pocket. So that disc was in the omnibus 2 months ago at the scene of Mr. Mason's murder. And the bog trotter told me. I warned to mutter a word of it to no one. Okay, what'd you hear, other than the thud of the body? Because it was so dark under that seat in the cab, I was straining my ears the whole time. After a while, I heard the door and footsteps inside the cabin. Presumably that was McGilded getting on board. Nah, no, not only him. Oh? Because I could definitely make out the footsteps of 2 people. Oh, how'd he get out of the omnibus, though? In that case, it would seem like that it was Mr. McGilded and the victim, Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. In his testimony during the trial, Mr. McGilded claimed he slept during the carriage ride. Well, yeah, of course he could have been lying. But whenever I'm in a carriage, I'm taken with a fierce tiredness and I always succumb to it. And your own testimony, Gina, supported this. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring. Yeah, that weren't exactly true. Neither of them was asleep. I could hear them talking the whole time in low voices. What? What were they talking about? Sorry, I don't know. The sound of the horses and the wheels was too loud. But that still tells us something. Mr. McGilded and the victim knew each other. Could it have been the victim that he was talking to? Because for the body to have that loud of a thud being dropped from the skylight, there's no way that it could have been Thrice-Fired Mason. So McGilded was lying, as I suspected. After the event. I knew it weren't gonna take long before someone raised the alarm that the bloke had been killed. Yes, you were quite right. The other passengers on the roof deck noticed very quickly. So when the cab came to a stop, McGilded told me to hide back under the seat again. I climbed in and waited. The 2 guys from the top ran off to get the coppers. Yes, Mr. Fairplay, Mr. First. Right, and after they'd gone, McGilded asked the driver to do him a favor. A favor? Now then, fella, what I need you to do is take this coat of mine and deposit it with a nearby pawnbroker. And for your troubles, let's see now. I'll give you 10 guineas. A nearby pawnbroker? You mean on Baker Street? So that happened nearby, too. Yep, you got it. It was Windibanks. The coachee snapped up the money and ran off to pop this coat as fast as he could. So then there was no one left in the carriage. McGilded opened the box under the seat and let me get out of there, but not without conditions. I see. McGilded's conditions. We're getting to the juicy bit of the story. What were McGilded's conditions then? For letting you go free, I mean. Not telling a soul, not for anything. And what I saw and what I heard. And there was something else as well. There's more. Yeah, this is the most important thing he said. One second. I'm getting print screens today. I'm after sending the coachman on a little errand for me with some small change in his hand. Now then, did you hear what I asked of him? Did you see anything at all? You asked him to go pop your weasel, right? Aye, the fiend's taken me over to deposit with a pawnbroker hereabouts. And I want you, lass, to take the redemption ticket for it. Do you understand? What, you want me to have the ticket? That's right, and I'll come fetch it from you later, sometime within the next 2 months. You're to hang on to it until then, is that clear? And whatever you do, don't lose it. Alright then. And in case I might happen to be delayed at all, you're to go to the pawn shop, Windabanks, so it is, and you're to extend the loan before the 2 months is up. And if you forget, the article will be forfeited and any old fiend could come along and buy it. But I ain't got that kind of brass. Here's £5. This should be enough. So he wanted to keep it at the pawnbroker shop, not for her to take it. But I guess because he died and not necessarily just like missed the appointment or the appointed time, she decided to just take it. Do we understand each other, lads? Don't try anything funny now. If you go against me... Yeah, I get it. Good, and one more thing. One more thing? In a few days from now, you'll be visited by the police, I've no doubt. The coppers? Aye, they'll come asking you to take the stand in court to I almost said that really weirdly. To testify as a witness. So let's just have a wee chat about that, shall we? What is it that you might say, and what it is that you won't? This man was thorough. But why and how? After he'd gone in over it all, I piked it. Piked it? Picked it? Piked it? Got as far away from there as I could. He hid the pawnbroker's ticket in some bushes near the scene. I went to fetch it the next day once it got dark. So McGilded planned it and coerced Gina into giving false testimony. See, this is still gonna put her in a bad light, but at least we know. I bet you're ready to string me up, eh? I lied in that big old courtroom. I told some corkers. Under threat? The thing is, he said he would make it so we couldn't live in the East End no more. That's what he threatened me with. What a wicked man. He knew everything what went on in the back slums. He knew we had no one to look after us, and we was all just looking out for each other, getting by together. So you mean Mr. McGilded would have, in an ear beat, in an art beats, he could have had the lot of us chased out of there if he wanted. And then where could we have gone, eh? Nowhere. That's where. So I didn't have no choice. What an absolute butthole. Thank you, Gina, for telling us everything. But I'm for it now, eh? Go on, admit it. You must be livid. I'm more sad than anything else. Well, we can make amends by doing... well, you can make amends by doing me a simple favor. A favor? What? Sign the representation papers for tomorrow's trial. Oh? If you don't actually want me to represent you in court, you can rip it up later. Well, we need that paperwork or we can't investigate. The police won't let us. Investigate what? The scene of the incident last night. Mr. Sholmes was shot, you see. You what? Curly's having a big operation right now, Jenny. Is it bad? Is he gonna be alright? Sholmes is gonna be alright, right? That's why I want to investigate for Mr. Sholmes' sake as much as anything. Right. So what you're saying is, if I sign that bit of paper, everyone's happy, is that it? Something like that. Miss Susato? Yes, of course. I have the representation papers here. Just don't rip it up later, please. Please let me represent you. I know you're gonna say yes, but that's not the point. I don't need no one to stick up for me, though. No lawyer or nothing. Nothing. Poor Ginny. She seems so lonely. Gina's representation papers have been entered into the court record. The paperwork signed by Gina to put me in charge of her defense. Showing this to Scotland Yard detectives gains us access to the crime scene. Well, at least this should mean we can investigate the scene at Windabanks now. Yes, and perhaps we can come back to visit Ginny when we're done there. I hope visiting hours are still there. I feel like we finally cracked Gina. She's opened up to us at last. But now I have her representation papers. No one else knows just what a responsibility that is. Anyway, for now it means Inspector Gregson can't stop us investigating at Windabanks. Although, something tells me he's not going to be happy about it. Well, he's gonna have to go suck a lemon. He probably needs a palate cleanser after all that fish and chips. Does he eat anything else? Ooh. Okay. Here we go. 16th April, 1:26 p.m. Windabanks Pawnbrokery. Here we are again at the scene of the crime. Hello, Gregson. I have papers this time. Now to thrust these representation papers in Gregson's face and see what he makes of them. You and your upside-down eyebrows. Hello again, Inspector. Do you have a minute, please? What is it now? You should go home and get some rest. Here you are, Gregsy. Here are the representation papers. Your ladyship. How? I hope you choke on your fish and chips. I don't believe it. How the devil did you get that stubborn little ragabash to sign that? I salute you. That is good work, that is. Oh! Maybe I should say that you shouldn't choke on your fish and chips. I can see you've been very busy here as well. How about some tea? It's a special blend designed to relieve fatigue. Are we sure that she's not drugging? At some point, his pupils are gonna be, like, completely dilated and he's gonna not know what's going on around him. Let's see how... Yes, I hardly feel tired at all. I'm fit as a fiddle, your ladyship. Would it be alright if we investigated the scene of the crime, then? Do you please? You know where it happened? Through that door behind the counter. Yes, the storeroom. That's where I discovered Mr. Windabank and Gina. Right, well, I'll be getting back to business then. Will you be investigating in the storeroom as well, Inspector? If I'm perfectly honest, we need to wrap this up before long. Can't afford to spend too much time on it. But there are so many articles to go through, it's taking forever, even with the lads working around the clock. Which is a problem, because there's another case the yard needs to investigate urgently. That must be what Lord Strongheart meant by far more serious matters before. What kind of serious matters? What else is going on here? Is it Egbert? Egbert Benedict? So what I'm saying is, don't get under my feet, sunshine. Okay, let's go. Let's figure some stuff out. Come on then. Let's not waste any time. Hopefully are we gonna be able to see Sholmes at all this time? Okay, let's see what this is. Oh, that's where the lamp broke. The picture of the cat. There's the article ledger here in Mr. Windibank's notes, And what's this? It looks as though someone has left a little photographic print behind. Oh, look on the back. There's some writing. Is there? Oh, show us, Susie. Show us. Is it the same? But this one has blood on it. 15th February, 10:30 p.m. Article deposited 1 gentleman's overcoat. Loan amount paid £1. Redemption deadline 15th April, 10:30 p.m. So this one's talking about the coat, and then the other one is talking about the small box. But it was just the coat that was put in. This is weird. Huh. Gentleman's overcoat pawned for £1. Clearly it was a very fine coat. In fact, I think... Yes, this must be the ticket for the overcoat that Jeannie redeemed yesterday. And is still wearing, which belonged to McGilded. I would never have expected the redemption ticket to be handwritten on the back of a photograph, though. It seems Mr. Windibank just used whatever piece of paper he happened to have to hand. But how do you have 2 of the same picture? This photograph of a cat. It looks very familiar, doesn't it? I'm sure I've seen this exact same picture somewhere else recently. Oh yes, you're right. Very recently. It's the same one, same as the one Ginny gave us earlier. Of course, I was forgetting that she gave us that print. Well, what are you waiting for then, Mr. Naruhodo? Get it out. All right. Let the cogs turn. It's a slightly different picture. Oh, is this for the... Oh god, now I can't remember what the contraption is called. It's like 2 of the same pictures, so you can see more of like a 3D version of the cat. Yes, they are exactly the same. Oh, I've got it. These 2 photographs hide an amazing secret. A secret? What does she mean? Oh, you must tell us, Iris, at once. The thing where you cross your eyes? Yeah, that one. That contraption. Where you look through what kind of looks like binoculars. Which we have been seeing in BioShock Infinite as well. But that thing is also playing, like, little videos. Do you really want to know? Yes, we need you to tell us all you know about this pair of photographs. She's probably gonna tell us what it is. Or what it's called. A pair of photographs. So, Iris, about these 2 photographic prints. The one we found here on Mr. Windibank's counter and the one Gina gave us before. What is this amazing secret you mentioned that's hidden between these 2 identical prints? Actually, that's not quite right. Huh? Sorry? If you look carefully, the 2 prints aren't the same. Not exactly. They're not? Have another look at them now. It's the face. The face of the cat is looking 2 different directions. Can you see that they're just slightly different from each other? I think so. It's very subtle, though. But what's the reason for the subtle difference between the 2 prints? Well, it's because they're a set, you see. No, I don't. This pair of photographs. Yes, stereoscope. That's what it's called. It's meant to be used in a stereoscope. Everyone in London is raving about them at the moment. Oh, a stereoscope. Why do I feel as though I've heard that word before recently? Oh, yes, that's what Mr. Sholmes showed us yesterday. And a stereoscope. You see, there it is, just over there. Yes, of course. That magical machine that makes pictures look almost real enough to touch. Well, actually, it's quite possible to see the same depth in pictures without one of those contraptions. What, really? Do you know how a pair of flat photographic prints can appear to have any depth in the first place? No, I have no idea. Oh, wonderful. Then I'll be able to tell you. She's over the moon, bless her. I'm glad she's finding a little bit of joy in this. Should we let her explain, though? Should we let her explain, though? We really need to carry on investigating the scene. I, for one, simply have to know. How the stereoscopic prints work. Have you ever considered, Bruno, how our eyes see depth in the world around us? Well, I just open them and it works. Yes, sir. That's the majority of the world, thankfully. Not thankfully, but you know what I mean. The majority of the world is like, I have eyeballs, I see, I don't know how, but it works. But the reason is because we have 2 eyes. 2 eyes, shocking. If you try closing just one at a time, I think you'll see straight away. Yeah, because you can see at like slightly different angles. What you see with your left eye and what you see with your right eye are ever so slightly different. You get a different view with each eye. And then you have astigmatism in one eye makes one eye worse. Yes, the position of objects seem to shift slightly. I think that's another reason why nausea is so apparent to me. Is whatever my body normally does and the fact that I have astigmatism in one eyeball to make it worse. Exactly, and in your head, your brain uses that to shift to estimate depth as it merges the 2 views into one. That's how we can sense depth in everything we see. Is this why my depth perception is so bad too? Is it because of the astigmatism? My brain really is amazing, isn't it? It does so much without telling me. Oh, I think I see so the pair of photographs consists of a left eye view and a right eye view. Is that right? Oh, well done, Susie. You're so quick. So if you can persuade your brain to merge the 2 pictures together in your head, you'd be able to see depth in these prints? Yes, Ruda, you're beginning to understand. The stereoscope's function is to act as your brain and allow you to do just that. Yes, but as long as you have 2 images, 2 eyes, and 1 brain, you can actually do it yourself without needing a stereoscope at all. You can, really? How to view stereoscopic prints. Is it just having it next to each other, or do you have to do like a box? Let's try it. Let's see if you can view this pair of prints without the help of a stereoscope. Oh, yes, I'm dying to have a go. Susata-san really loves this kind of thing. She's all about science. You need to be able to cross your eyes. That's the main thing. Can you do both? Or can you both do that? I will not do that on purpose. Cross my eyes, I think I can. Watch me, and see if you can copy. No, I can't do that. I'll make myself sick. Make your eyes do this. All right, let me try. Are you ready, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, God. Oh, that looks so weird. Did I get... Oh, I got it. I got the picture. They're both cross-eyed. Now it's your turn. The trick is to concentrate on looking at the bridge of your nose with both eyes at the same time. Oh god, I hope it doesn't take up the vision properly. Not exactly an easy task when 2 people are staring at you cross-eyed. All right, that's enough practice. Now let's try looking at the prints. Oh God. This cat looks so sad. The poor thing. Start by staring at one print and slowly crossing your eyes. Oh, you should see two overlapping images like this. Now you try it, Bruno. I'm just gonna have to give it a try, I suppose. Did the print split into two images for you? Now the next step is to put the pair of prints side by side like this and then try crossing your eyes again. The prints should slowly merge together until... Oh, thank God that didn't look too weird. They form a new single image in the center. Oh, yes. Mr. Naruhodo, it works. I can see it in the middle now. It looks so real. Oh, I could look at it all day. Oh, please don't. You're gonna damage your vision there. I wouldn't advise that. Your eyes might start to hurt. Your turn, Bruno. Is there gonna be some significance to this later? Pretend you're looking through the two pictures and slowly cross your eyes. Keep adjusting the position of your eyes until the two images overlap exactly in the middle. Like this? Is it? I refuse. There, you managed it. So now you know how to... Now you know how stereoscopic images work. Well, I don't know who discovered it, but it really is quite extraordinary. It could have been a complete accident. Happened to be developing pictures and then happened to look at their nose while having them in front. So what do you think of these stereoscopic prints then, Bruno? They're certainly amazing, but isn't it easy to get the knack of... It isn't easy to get the knack of viewing them properly. No, some people find it easier than others. But that's why contraptions like this exist for people who find it tricky. Oh, so it's just... Yeah, it's a smaller version of it. Oh, I recognize that. We saw one over there yesterday, didn't we? Oh yeah, it's here. If I remember correctly, you press this little knob here. And it opens to put the two pictures in. Then set the pair of photographs in this... Oh, the stand at the back. Okay. Why does it have to open? It's so amazing, even though I know roughly how it works now. Well, London seems to agree with you. Stereoscopes are very popular at the moment. You can find one of these folding contraptions in lots of households in the capital currently. But these little machines are so affordable, surely there's no need to go around staring cross-eyed at pictures like you hate them. It's just an easier way to do it. But it's much more satisfying to be able to see the effect with your own eyes. Well, I think so in any case. Stereoscopic pictures, I never even heard of them until yesterday. We've certainly learned a lot about them, but I wonder if it's knowledge that I'll ever actually need. You just watch. It's gonna be something during the trial that we're gonna have to look at cross-eyed. There's gotta be something about it. Okay. Now, before I actually start investigating again, I'm gonna take a brief bathroom break and grab some more to drink. I will be right back. You guys go grab a drink as well if you haven't had anything recently. Gotta hydrate at least a little bit for that brain of yours so you don't get a headache. Grab a snack, stretch your leggies. I'll be back in a moment. Then we'll continue investigating. Okie dokie. I have another drink. I have a little Frito snack bag. So I don't think that'll actually be... I don't think that'll actually be snacking that much, since there's a lot to read. Occasionally. I'm gonna stuff a Frito in my mouth. Okay, what else is there to look at? There's probably a lot. There's the grandfather clocks. Can I look at this again? Is there more that I can look at than just the photographs? Ledger that's open on the counter there really is enormous, isn't it? It must be an awful lot of work to keep track of all these hundreds of items in the pawn. It's too much to think about. Better to sell it all and have a clear head, if you ask me. Clearly, Mr. Windebake was very careful when it came to articles in his care. Okay, so I can't look at that more than that. Okay. Now let's take a look at the bloody... Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at this bloody calendar. So the question is, I feel like he could have gotten shot out here, but the blood is so... It's so consolidated to just the calendar. Oh, look here. Oh yes, a bullet hole, and I can see the bullet is still lodged in the wall. Presumably, Mr. Windebake wasn't practicing with his revolver in his spare time. Oh, well. Mr. Sholmes liked to practice in his drawing room whenever he can. He's very patriotic like that. Sorry? It's all there in the adventures of Herlock Sholmes, you know. Isn't that right, Iris? Did I write something like that? Partly in jest, perhaps. I mean, there is bullet holes on the wall. I wouldn't say that's untrue. Well, he doesn't do it often. It is quite a dangerous pastime. He doesn't do it often. He shouldn't even do it once. Forget that for now, Runo. Let's examine this bullet. What's that around the bullet hole? Is it blood? A suspicious red stain on the calendar. Aha! I may well be able to help with that. What? There's nothing like the sight of blood to get the blood pumping, is there, Runo? I have a feeling I'm not as bloody-minded as you, Iris. Iris? Iris. I'm afraid the sight of blood makes my blood run cold. Also, Sai, what snacks did you get? What did you get to snack on? There you have it, you see. When it comes to blood, we're all different types. Yes, what a scientific observation. So you need this. Oh, no, what is that scary looking thing? Hurley and I haven't actually come up with a name for it yet. But as soon as you see it in action, you'll understand what it does. Watch. Oh. Eh? It just turned the blood green. What? The color of the blood stain has changed. There, does it make sense now? Yes, I think I'm starting to understand. Good, it works on the principle that different people have different types of blood, you see. Yes, how wonderful. The chemical it fires combines with the blood and makes it change color. So you can identify whose blood it is that you're looking at in a flash. If it only goes off of blood type, isn't there a possibility that we have somebody of the same blood type that you can, I don't know, put the blame on? This doesn't seem like concrete. What a fabulous invention, Iris. Isn't it? Isn't it? I bet Ginny would say it's bleeding great. So whose blood are we looking at then? Well, all the chemical does is turn the blood a different color, so it's just finding someone whose blood turns the same color and you'll know who it belongs to in a flash. Yeah, I mean, It's like taking blood samples and trying to go through a database that may not have the person's blood in it. DNA. It's more like 2 flashes, really, isn't it? 1 flash or 2. This could well turn out to be a very valuable clue. So we must take a note of it in the record. Court record. Blood samples portfolio. A sample of blood analyzed with a special chemical indicator developed by Mr. Sholmes. Different people's blood turns different colors. Are we gonna have to test that on a different piece of evidence? Let's keep testing and adding the results of any other blood analysis to the portfolio. As long as I have Regent left, sure. Oh, we're gonna run out of Regent in the most inconvenient of times. Inconvenient of times. This officer has been staring intently at the wall, since before we came in here. Shh, keep it down. Oh, sorry. There's a major clue just here. Really? Then we must tell Gregsy at once. But as soon as I report it, that'll be it. I'll be stuck here even longer. Stuck here? What do you mean? I haven't been home in 2 days already. I need another constable to relieve me and take over me shift. Wow, that's a really tough time, the British police. That doesn't stop us investigating though, does it? No, I suppose not. I'm fairly sure it was the calendar he was peering at. So he's just been staring at it the entire time? Okay, take a look at this. I'm fairly sure that's this contraption was here yesterday as well. Here we are, though I'm not confident I can get it closed again. Oh yes, that's a folding stereoscope. Really? This is a stereoscope? Mr. Sholmes showed us a picture yesterday that you were supposed to be able to see in 3 dimensions. But for that, he used that great big contraption over there. Well, that's for use in public houses and places like that. It contains a carousel with all sorts of pictures inside. But this little thing is a much simpler design for use at home. There are special shops selling prints you can use in them. I have a little collection myself. I wonder if I could make money out of these in Japan. It would beat keeping my toilet sparkling clean anyway. Aw. Okay, is there anything up here? These shelves are where the pawnbroker puts articles that have been forfeited on display for customers to buy. It's really strange miscellany, isn't it? I mean, who would buy this horse statue, for example? Well, sometimes you can find some real treasures among all the junk, you know. Yeah, Iris is adorable. She's right up there with Pearls. Their personality and demeanor is just such great characters. Are you alright, Runa? It's just, well, it looks like a collection of useless junk as a whole, but when you pick out individual things, you can't help wishing you owned them, even that horse statue. That's exactly how the pawnbroker works. They're very clever. It's basically going thrifting. It's so difficult not to bring home trinkets. Okay, so back to the other side. That's a music box. You have them where you come from, Bruno? Yes, but I've never seen one as large as this in Japan. Well, this will be a treat. Shall we listen? Have a listen. What do you think? Isn't it a pretty sound? It's a beautiful sound, yes, but it's a little hard to enjoy when all the police men in the room are giving you fierce looks. Hey, we don't tell you how to investigate. Don't side-eye me when I investigate. Never mind that. If any of them say anything, I'll tell Gregsy to have a word. Iris Wilson, Superintendent of Scotland Yard. She's such a great character. Okay, I'm guessing that I can just go back here now. Behind that door is the storeroom, isn't it? That's where what Gregsy said. Yes, and that's where I saw the dreadful scene last night. There's a little window in the door. See, that is actually point blank, too. Because you can see the burn marks on his vest. Mr. Windibank face down on the floor with Gina beside him. As the accused's legal representative, you have the right to examine the scene, Mr. Naruhodo. We must make a thorough investigation. Yes, of course, and we will. Behind that door, that's the real scene of the crime. Let's go. Let's go. Don't worry, if there are any clues in there, I'll find them. Okay. Time to go in. The Windibank storeroom. There's a bicycle. There's the gun. Oh, they left the gun there. Poor Iris. She's claimed up completely. Iris is bound to find this difficult. After all, Mr. Windibank's life was taken in this very room only last night. Poor Iris. Hi, Gregson. If you don't get in my way, I won't get in your way, sir. Wait, Inspector. What's it now, Sunshine? You took one look at me and tried to run away. You think a Scotland Yard inspector would run away from some jumped-up little defense lawyer, do ya? You're gonna scare Iris, sir. You better be nice. Well... I've never seen her ladyship looking like that before, is the thing. I didn't know what to say to her. So you weren't running away from me, you ran away from a 10-year-old. I'm afraid this is all a little much for young Iris. Some gentle reassurance might go a long way, perhaps, Inspector. Eh? Oh? Oh? Don't trouble yourself unduly, your ladyship. I mean, at least you're not dead, are you? Oh my... You can't say that to a 10-year-old! What the f... Yeah, that was great, Gregson. Good job. I don't think that went very well. At least you're not dead. Oh my god. What thought process did you have in your head that you thought that was a good idea? Look, I'm in the middle of an investigation here, Sunshine. I told you not to get under my feet. That is not my fault that you're saying to a child, at least she's not dead. We have to have investigating to do ourselves. Yes, I'd like to hear more of what the socially inept inspector has to say. Oh, Hurley. And inquire into how Mr. Sholmes' operation is going. This man. I hope you don't have children of your own. Because I feel like you're not going to even say the right things to them either. Goodness. See the crime. So, Inspector, what do you make of the crime scene here? Shaw, you got eyes, haven't you? Use them. It is what it looks like. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm pretty sure that's wrong, you butt. You just don't like investigating the scenes, do you? Because you have so many other things to do. Iris, could you lend me a hand? So, Gregsy, what do you make of the crime scene here? Oh yes, your ladyship, do allow me to humbly explain. I feel bad having Iris do this, but it's also such a great time. It's so easy for me. She's going through a tough time, but I'm having her take care of Gregson for me. Last night, shortly after the hour of 1 o'clock in the morning, Scotland Yard police attended the scene. The one and only door to the storeroom was found locked from the inside. How the heck do you lock it from the inside? And why would you be able to lock it from the inside? But wouldn't the peephole be able to, like, you would be able to reach in and unlock it from that side? So it was locked from the inside. The lock appears to be broken now, though. Was that the police officer's doing? Quite right, ma'am. Quite right. We took the liberty of smashing the door in as humbly as possible. I don't like it when he acts like this, but I'm glad he's being helpful. As you can see, the victim was discovered prostrate on the floor, thuswise. And next, the aforementioned body, we discovered the vile gutter child. Oh my god, do you have to speak like this? Are you talking about Ginny? She's my friend, you know, Inspector. Miss Lestrade, the hapless girl, was curled up on the floor, dead to the world. But she's still alive, you know. Well, I mean, like, comatose. Not awake. Yes, when I saw her, she appeared to be unconscious. I'm afraid to say she had the gun that was used in her hands. Are we sure about that? No. Presumably, it's the gun that's still down there on the floor now. So if the gun was shot and it happened to have been him, who did the other shot that's in the calendar door? Or in the calendar by the door? In her pocket, we found the key to the door as well. What, the key to the storeroom? And you say the storeroom had been locked from the inside, Inspector. Correct, all of which leaves her ladyship's friend in something of a sticky situation, I'm afraid. Obviously, my personal opinion is that it's all some sort of misunderstanding. Of course it is, Inspector. Of course it is. Okay, Sholmes' operation. How is he doing? Do you know? Greg Z, do you know anything about Hurley? Is the operation finished? Is Hurley alright? Is he? Oh, well, the thing is, don't mince your words, Inspector, please. You don't mean to say that Mr. Sholmes is... Oh, no. The operation is done and dusted. Oh, thank God. It's just that, well, out with it. Oh, yes! Do a Susato takedown on him! Yes, ma'am. They use something called a general anesthetic. It's the latest thing. Renders the whole body insensitive. The whole body anesthetized? Is that even possible? It means the operation can be completed while the patient is fast asleep. For goodness, in the Empire of Japan, we could just manage to provide laughing gas for a tooth extraction. The trouble is, the latest thing isn't always the greatest thing, if you follow my meaning. They couldn't get the medication to work at first, so it took hours for him to nod off or so, I hear. They might have also given him way too much, so he might be a little loopy if he is awake. If not, it's probably gonna take a while to be awake. And now that the op's finished, they can't get him to wake up, apparently. Oh my. No one knows if it's the anesthetic still in his system or if the bloke's just plain exhausted. It's probably a combination. But anyway, all they can do is stand back and watch until he comes around again. Hurley. At the moment he opens his eyes, your ladyship, I swear I shall get word to you. What a surprise, even in matters of life and death, Mr. Sholmes has to do things his way. You'll probably wake up after this whole situation. Okay, let's take a look at the body. Where the body was. The police have marked the position of the body with a chalk line. Poor Mr. Windibank, he was a nice old man. Well, he was shot just once through the heart. Most likely the fellow died instantly. He wouldn't have felt a thing. Died instantly, okay. I feel like there's a possibility that he didn't die here. This must be his blood then. Oh, if it's gonna turn green. If it turns green. Something sketchy happened. I don't like to ask at such a wretched time, Iris, but I wonder if perhaps... Don't worry, Susie. I'm ready for action. Her theme music is also very nice. Oh, it turned blue! Who the heck is blood is on the calendar then? It's probably one of those two. Maybe Windabang got a shot off at one of the thieves, the pilferers. So now we know the color the chemical turns when it reacts with Mr. Windabang's blood. And it doesn't match our analysis of the blood stain we found in the main shop. Even though we don't know exactly whose blood it is, just knowing the color is different is really great. No, but let's add the sample to the others we've already collected anyway. 2 samples of blood analyzed with a special chemical indicator developed by Mr. Sholmes. Different people's blood turns different colors. Interesting. Okay, what's this box? Look at all these articles that have been deposited. The room is stuffed full of them. I can't believe how many there are. There's a lot of canvases, too. And I don't know if this thing behind my head is also a canvas or if it's just like a really weird tarp hiding something underneath. A bicycle, a gramophone, musical instruments, even some enormous paintings. Look. Pieces of different people's lives quietly gathering dust in here together. There's something very peaceful about the atmosphere in here. Or at least there would be if not for the chalk outline on the floor and the policemen shuffling around. And this man is just casually eating fish and chips. Not much I can do about that, Sunshine. Why do you keep calling me Sunshine? Oh, box. Is that the small box? Out of all the articles in the storeroom, this is the only thing that shows any sign of being ransacked. Oh! What is it, Iris? That's the box, the box file that my manuscript was being kept in. So, is that what this is for? This is the ticket that Gina brought in here. Yes. Oh, yeah. This is this one for the overcoat. The other one is for the small box. This is the ticket that Gina brought in here yesterday. Yes, having been entrusted to her by Mr. McGilded 2 months earlier. But for us to find the photograph given by Gina with the other one talking about the small box. Or maybe that's a medium-sized box and it's a different box from the other picture. I don't know, we'll find out soon. Article deposited one gentleman's overcoat and the other redemption ticket was in the pocket of that coat. Yes, for a small box deposited 2 days before the omnibus incident. Does that have anything to do with all this? What the... To figure out what the small box is, then. Iris's unpublished story, The Hound of the Baskervilles. Surely that's not what all this... I mean, Sholmes was talking about that there was issue with that manuscript, that she couldn't post it for now due to ongoing investigations or ongoing issues. Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it without telling you. We must check inside the box at once. Yes. I think that it was just stolen at the time. Oh. It was there. Iris's story was there. Really, it was? Well, that's good news, isn't it, Iris? Yes. I mean, of course I believed Hurley when he said he deposited it here, but still, it's a relief to actually see it. Really, because that's not a very well-hidden frown. Iris's manuscript has been entered into the court record. A long unpublished story that Mr. Sholmes deposited at the pawnbrokery of the victim, Mr. Windibank, is entitled The Hound of the Baskervilles. So, did they attempt to steal the manuscript? Or the reason why the box is open is because Gina was trying to find it for Iris? I mean, that's the only reason why she could have been in here in the first place. Anything else to look at? There's no other section to look at. I think Gina went to find out if the manuscript was actually there for her. Yes, she wanted to make sure either, I think she wanted to prove that Herlock was a liar, but actually having the manuscript there is I guess gives a different sense of not every adult is a bad person. Yeah, things turned sour when the two thieves popped up. Mm-hmm. This is a revolver, a real one. Also, why would Gina have the revolver if she has the smoke grenade gun? I don't see why she would use the revolver in the first place. Which makes me feel like if the key was on Gina's person, there's a possibility that they could have locked it through the opening of the door, depending on the location of the lock. Because as you know, if you're a skinny person and there's like a decent enough size of the hole in the door, they could have totally shimmied in and shimmied out. We'll see. So I don't think that they could have thrown the key at her and also put the revolver in her hand. This is a revolver, a real one. And quite possibly the murder weapon used to take Mr. Windibank's life. What's the matter, Susie? You and Bruno look like you're about to faint. Well, it's just that I've rarely seen a gun in the flesh. And I've had issues with guns in the past. But anyway, we saw Mr. Windibank with this yesterday, didn't we? Oh, so it's his gun. It's his own personal, I'm taking responsibility for everything gun. I shall have to take my own life. It must be the same gun. And last night, when I looked through the spy hole in the door to the storeroom here, that was the same gun I saw in Gina's hand. Mr. Windibank told us that he only ever had a single bullet loaded in his revolver, didn't he? Well, it's empty now. The one and only bullet he had in his gun has been fired. What if it's just the bullet that's inside of the calendar? I don't know how we can prove that since we don't really have like a ballistics section to Scotland Yard. So we can be fairly certain that only a single shot was fired from this revolver. Also, do we see any sort of bullet hole in this room? Until we get the like the coroner's report, I don't know whether or not the bullet exited his body. But that's a possibility. If the shot, the singular shot that was utilized was the one that is inside of the calendar on the wall to the front door, or by the front door, then there's no way that she is the one that shot him. Is there anything else to look at? We haven't got film in here. Huh. I also feel like it's a little counterproductive to pawn your bicycle. Wouldn't you still need to be able to get around? There's also this drawer that's open, but it's not letting me look at it. Oh, I can look at the blood again. Iris? Don't worry, I'm alright. But we must find the true culprit. Yes, absolutely. Okay. I think we're good. So let's take a look at this. The Hound of the Baskervilles. How did Susato-san know the exact title of this unpublished story? I suppose I'll just have to wait until she's ready to explain it to me. Are we gonna find out before she leaves tomorrow? Is there anything else I could be looking at? This is a big manuscript. Is it just that? Oh. I like that they actually have like some text in there. Okay. Oh, cool. This is a great... Oh, this is great. I love this. Name unknown, Windibank's main shop, color green. And then we have Pop Windibank. Windibank storeroom, color blue. Oh, are we gonna get more than just one thing of blood? This is so neat. I like this. Okay. Do we present to him the blood samples? Inspector Gregson, could you give me your opinion about this, do you think? We don't tend to share Sunshine, not with the general public. Ugh. In that case, Gregsy, how about some herbal tea? She's definitely putting things in here. Other than her just having him at her beck and call, there's something about the tea that's just making him too relaxed. Ah, lovely. Ta very much. That really hit the spot, your ladyship. You don't mind sharing that then? Okay. Is there anything I could possibly? Hi, sea turtle. Can we do this? Is that what I think it is? Your ladyship's latest? Yes, my latest story. It's called The Hounds of the Baskervilles. A most fascinating title, your ladyship. Fascinating. And, I don't suppose... Would there be any mention of my humble self in this, in the tale this time? Good question. I can't really remember. I do find it really interesting that she says that she doesn't really remember about these manuscripts and what she's been writing in these magazine entries for the stories. Why does she not remember? I know that she embellishes her father's stories to put into the magazine, but how can you forget? I see. Well, why would you why would you, your ladyship? I'll just await its publication with eager anticipation. You needn't worry, Inspector. I'm sure if you do appear, you won't be doing anything particularly remarkable. You looking to be arrested, Sunshine? Don't you threaten me. I haven't done anything wrong. I didn't mean it like that, and even if I did, you wouldn't have bitten her ladyship's head off, would you? How dare you? Okay. Anything else I can Nope. Back into the main part of the shop. Make sure there's nothing else to look at. Hi, Dio! There's gotta be something else to look at. There's a basin up there. We didn't see anything about a small box. But maybe at that point it could have already been put out, maybe? This one is of one small box. There's no additional ticket on top of it, or like indicator of a name or what's it? Code word. Mr. Windibanks appeared to have used the back of this photograph to write out a redemption ticket. He's written it very neatly, but still, perhaps he ran out of paper, so he had to use anything he had on hand. But why was it in the overcoat? It's hard to know what's the front and what's the reverse side now. I guess the next thing that we could be doing... There's not actually a lot of evidence to look at. This is that strange contraption that lets you see pictures of things as if they are right in front of your eyes. It makes you think. When Mr. Sholmes gleefully showed it to us yesterday, we were blissfully unaware that any of this was about to happen. Okay, so I think that's good. Can't hear or stay because I'm at work, but just wanted to swing by and say hi and bye and have a great stream and happy detecting. I know you can't hear, but thank you anyway. Thank you for the snails. They're I have all of the teacup snails on my thermos cup. And they're really cute. Some of them are really wiggly. I gave a couple to Mama Faye too, because she is also a tea drinker. I love these little snails. They're good. I need to clean up my tea table and bring up some mugs again so I can properly use my tea kettles, and I can utilize these little snails to keep the tea bags in place. Okay, so now I think it's time to go check on Sholmes, maybe? Maybe there's also a possibility that we can go back and talk to Gina. Oh, maybe? 16th April, local prison, cell 13. Gina doesn't appear to be here. Oh, that's right, they were questioning her. I believe she must be in questioning at the moment. Oh, but wait a minute. What is it, Iris? Well, if you examine the scene here carefully, there's another possibility, isn't there? Ginny could have slipped the key from the jailer when he wasn't looking and escaped. Oh my, why would she do something like that? It would only make her situation worse. I hope she didn't. Calm down, Runa. I was only joking, of course. I'm glad that you can joke in this situation. That means that you aren't as badly affected, or you might be horribly broken inside and cracking jokes to hopefully make things better. It can go both ways. You had me worried there. I thought it was a great deduction. Yes, it must be your way with words, Iris. You're so wonderfully persuasive. Perhaps you don't fully understand the weight of your weight your words carry. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I suppose a lighthearted, great detective is a contradiction in terms. Well, in the same situation, I'm sure Mr. Sholmes would have just thrown his head back and guffawed. I'm not entirely sure that's helpful, Mr. Naruhodo. Well, anyway, it looks like we won't be able to talk to Gina for a while. We should try to make progress with our investigation in the meantime. Okay, so to Sholmes. Let's go. Hopefully... See, he's not in the bed! Where is he? Where is this man? He is not back yet. Poor Hurley. I know, it looks as stiff as a board, doesn't it? That's what she talks about, that she finds him randomly sleeping face down on the floor. Well, at least the window's open. But is it okay for... God, this must be one chilly room if they have the windows open up here during winter. Okay. Maybe back to Baker Street itself? What else could there possibly be to look at? Hey, even the pawnbroker's like emblem here is on those two pictures too. Okay, back into... There's nothing additional to talk to her about. Maybe if I present to her like the manuscript or the blood, maybe? Oh, my manuscript. Mr. Sholmes said he deposited it at Winterbanks, and he had. But it's so strange. What is it about this particular story? I worked so hard on it. Why would Hurley say I can't publish it? I'm afraid I have no idea. All you can do is wait until he's ready to tell you, I suppose. Oh, maybe it's because Hurley isn't in it enough. Maybe I didn't give him enough good lines. What? Wait a second. If he's not the main portion of the story, is it about your father? Ooh. I wish I could say that definitely isn't the reason, but I can't. This means that this story is mostly about her father then, because these, like I said, all of these stories are exaggerated off of Wilson's stories. Okay. There's got to be something else. Oh, you. Was there anything about the book that you found, sir? The police are scouring every inch of this place by the look of it. Instructions from the yard are to examine every article in the shop and every ledger and book of accounts. Every article? But that's a ridiculous amount of work, surely. We've been hard at it ever since the shop was declared a crime scene in the early hours. We're sifting through it all in shifts at least, but still. We'll be working through the night, that's for sure. And they still have to run the however many miles and then turn the lamps on at night and... My God. They're still expected to do that with all this additional things that they have to investigate. Oh my God. Maybe I have to also look at the other police officer. We'll be working through the night, that's for sure. And even then, we'll barely have scratched the surface. A crime in a pawnbroker's shop. It must be every policeman's worst nightmare. I think that's why the other one that's in the cape is disassociating while he's looking at the bloody calendar. It's every copper's worst nightmare, you know, a crime in a pawnbroker's. Okay. Oh, he's... Can't even look at him. Yeah, he's most definitely drooling on himself as he is trying to investigate. It's a little Pinocchio doll. Is there really nothing else to look at here? Oh. Green blood. It just seems wrong somehow. Oh, there are all sorts of different colors. There are pretty pinks and purples too, you know. Like I said, everyone's blood is different. I wonder what color my blood would turn out. Actually, I don't want to know. I mean, that's just like a prick of the finger and then pouring it into a plate or a cup or something. That wouldn't be too bad. Okay, back into... It doesn't even look like I can see anything else. What am I missing? Is there something I'm supposed to present to somebody else? I talked to you about the... picture, maybe? The second of the two photographic prints of the cat, and it really does look like a Wagahai. Looks like Wagahai? It looks exactly the same as the first photograph at first glance. I suppose that's what's so compelling. Actually, no, we have both pictures. I could have another go at viewing them as a stereoscopic image. Why are we doing this? So I need to cross my eyes and try to get the two cats to merge in the middle as one. It's such a hard thing to do, and whoever thought of this in the first place must have spent a long time staring. Can I look at the blood specifically? Mr. Naruhodo. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's something rather oh, yes, maybe we can put the color of blood here. I have noticed. The red smear, you mean... Yes, it looks like blood, doesn't it? I wonder if Susata-sen had picked up on that. Well, in that case... Yes, we need Iris. We should show this to her before we forget. Cool. Okay. That's what I missed. Redemption ticket issued from the pawnbrokery owned by the victim, Mr. Windabank. There is what looks like a bloody finger mark on it. Is it green? Is it blue? Is it going to be a completely different color? Okay, back out into there. Present. Bloody fingerprint. Oh, whoopsies. R. Oh, that looks like blood. I would say it's from a gloved finger. Almost certainly a glove made of leather. Oh, it's probably from the thieves. Yeah, you know, it's like blood. More blood and blood and not red ink. Well, don't worry, Rudo. You can leave the rest to me. Doesn't matter if the blood's dry, that you can still do this? Is it green? Is it green? Is it green? It's purple! Who the heck's blood is this? Look at that! Yes, that's a color we haven't seen before, isn't it? We simply must add it to the portfolio of blood samples. It could be an important clue. Although it would be nice to find out whose blood these different colors correspond to at some point. I'm gonna need to take blood samples from everyone. Well, that particular stain of blood. Oh, you've had an idea, haven't you? Do you know whose blood this is? Sholmes? Maybe? Well, I'm gonna save. It might be Sholmes's blood. You know, thinking of it, Sholmes did not leave blood on the floor at all. I have no idea whose blood this could be, though. It could be Sholmes's. But it's talking about a small box, and it's also... No, wait, this one is the small box, and then this one is the overcoat. And this is the one that we picked up here. The other one that we got, the other one for the small box is the one that we got from Gina in the jail cell. So... I wonder if it could be Sholmes's blood. I want to say I have no idea. I feel like it could be one of the thieves. How could I? We don't have a known sample of the same color. Without that, it's impossible to know. Oh, how very vexing. Iris? I wonder. What? Well, it's true that the color doesn't help us, but what about considering how the mark came to be in the first place? You might have an idea about that, mightn't you, Bruno? I really want to say Sholmes, but what if he keeps staring at me like that? No. Let's try that again, shall we? Well, this particular stain of blood. Oh, you have an idea, haven't you? Do you know whose blood this is? I think? Yes, I have an idea whose blood it is. Not from the color it turned, but with a little deduction. That's right, I think it's clear. Iris, you know as well? Do you? You first, Bruno. Who do you think it belongs to? Oh my god. Alright, I believe that this is the blood of... Oh, Magnus McGilded, Gina Lestrade, thrice-fired Mason, and Pop Windabank. Oh, it could be thrice-fired Mason. Due to the fact that she was given this after... No, she went back the next day, though. It could still be thrice-fired Mason. I know she had blood on her hands, but this ticket was left behind in the bushes for her to grab the next day. It could still be thrice-fired Masons, though. Because I don't think McGilded was injured at all. Huh? Because it's definitely not Pop Windabank, because his blood is blue. Can you mix blood and get different colors? Gina Lestrade was not hurt. Magnus McGilda was not hurt, so it can only be thrice-fired Mason. I think. Thrice-fired Mason? You don't sound very sure of yourself the way you trailed off there. Well, it was 2 months ago now, that case. And of course, I never met the victim, so I'm struggling to remember his name. He was definitely thrice-fired, though. The victim of the omnibus case? I feel like that's the only way that blood could have gotten on this ticket, because it was shown to Gina around that time frame. Or Gina's hands covered in blood, but I mean, could have been blood that was on McGilded, but whatever. Yes, his name was indeed Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. But that would mean that this blood stain was left on the victim, or left on the ticket 2 months ago. See, how is the chemical reaction still showing up the different colors if the blood is not, like, liquidy? Yes, I think it was. Gina brought this ticket here to Windibanks yesterday. I'm suggesting that the blood was already on it at the time. It's a smear of blood from the time that Mr. Mason was killed 2 months ago. Something else is coming back to me now. Mr. McGilded was also wearing leather gloves that night. Ah, yes, because he did have blood on his gloves. That is correct. So it was... I think we did establish that blood got on his hands, or his gloves. Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? Oh, and the thumb! It's a thumbprint from the gloves. I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. It certainly does look like a leather-gloved thumbprint, this mark. I feel like there would have been blood on the backside too, but that's just details. But we know that Mr. McGilded had no injuries at the time anywhere on his body, from which we can conclude that any blood on the glove belonged to the victim, Mr. Mason. Mr. Naruhodo, you sound just like Mr. Sholmes. Minus the quirky slip-ups, I hope. The slip-ups are just in a different timeline. That's called save scumming. Yes, I think you're right, Bruno. Very well, let's make a note of this. The details of the pawnbroker's ticket for the coat have been updated in the court record. A redemption ticket issued from the pawnbrokeries owned by the victim, Mr. Windibank. The blood on it has been identified as Mr. Mason's. Hearsay, but good enough information. Sorry, I was finishing up my coffee. Okay, we've added that to the portfolio too. Now, is there more that I could be looking at? This is so interesting. You would think that the purple would have been Mr. McGilded's blood, but this is a really neat feature, and I'm so glad that Iris is with us so we can utilize this. Windibank blue, green surely has to be one of the thieves. I would like to know what color Hurley's blood is, but we're probably not going to know that. Okay. There's something else to talk to her about. What am I missing? I need to go back to Sholmes' suite to talk about things? No? There's no one to talk to here. Yeah, not here either. So there's still something I should be looking at. Can I go to Lord Chief Justice's office? No. He's in a meeting. What else is there to look at? What am I missing? There's so many things to look at, but all of them are done, supposedly. Because once there's a check mark, it means it's done. Is there more in the storeroom? Can we talk to... Maybe because he's still here, there's something else to actually present to him, too. Can I talk to you about the blood? That's a no. What about the ticket with the upgraded information? Can I talk to you about the other pawnbroker ticket about the box? Inspector, what do you make of this? Ah, what we have here then. A redemption ticket for an article deposited here, is it? Oh, maybe he knows where the box is then, if it's giving us more information. Looks like someone ran out of office stationery and wrote the ticket on whatever paper was to hand. Yes, this is the ticket for McGilded's overcoat. The one that little diver turned up with yesterday. No, this is different. Oh, actually, no, it's not. Really? Think you know better than me, do you? I don't know. Can you read, Gregson? No, I didn't mean to, Bruno's right, Gregsy. It isn't the same ticket. Oh, of course it isn't. Of course it isn't. I never doubted you, your ladyship. So what is this all about then, if I might be so bold as to ask? This is a second ticket. A second one? It seems that Mr. McGilded, in fact, had another article in storage here at Windibanks. Is that right? I think we need to discuss this further with the inspector, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, good, because he's ever so easy to talk to. Okay, cool. I have found the bit that I was missing. This ticket was in one of the pockets of Mr. McGilded's overcoat, which I have a big question as to how they missed it, because we know that they took the coat and overlooked it. So where the heck did they not look at the coat, not notice that there's another photo in there with information? Or did they just decide, oh, this is nothing. We're just gonna leave this here. Grade A inspectors. You mean to tell me? Yes, there was more than just a music box disc, it seems. I should have insisted on the lads taking it back to the yard and examining it properly. I don't know, you could have just shuffled through the pockets, silly. Well, according to the details on this ticket, Mr. McGilded deposited another article here with Mr. Windibank. Yes, I can see it written here. A small box, was it? How do we find out which one it is? Do we have to go through the... Do we need to go through the book on the table? At the front desk? Do you have any idea where it is, Gregsy? Any idea at all? It's another article belonging to Mr. McGilded. It could be an important clue. Well, yes. I suppose it could be. Please stop looking at me like that with those big turquoise eyes all full of hope and expectation. It's too much pressure. I'll lose me marbles. I'll go I'll go barking. I think you're gonna get indigestion first. This is no time for dog impressions, Inspector. That's enough sauce from you, Sunshine. Sauce. Sauce. There's one thing that springs to mind. According to this ticket, the redemption deadline's already passed, hasn't it? Oh yes, of course. Articles are only held for 2 months. So the small box will no longer be in here then. That's right. It's been forfeited. Is there a possibility that the small box could have been the small version of the stereoscope? And I need to put these two together to figure something out? On the back side? Which means it couldn't be on the shelves in the front of the shop where the forfeited items are offered for sale. Yes, the shelves in the front. We must search them at once. You're wasting your time. There are dozens of little boxes out there, hundreds even. Oh, we don't even know if it was sold. We can't possibly know which one might have been McGilded's. That information is not written in the ledger. Well, I think we should at least have a look, just in case. Of course, your ladyship, of course. Very sensible of you, I'm sure. This is getting old. Can I always have you on my team, Iris? Oh? That's not creepy. Especially with that skull next to here. I nearly jumped out of my skin there. How could Mr. Winterbank set up such a wicked trap? I doubt he set it out there to scare anyone. Is that really the time? I think perhaps we should pay Gina another visit soon. Oh? Her trial is tomorrow. We must establish whether or not you will be defending her. I think we should ask her one more time. She may have changed her mind. Oh. Don't you remember, Runo? You told her she could rip up the representation papers if she didn't want you to be her lawyer. Really? Did I say that? Yes, you did. Don't gang up on me. The deadline for submitting the paperwork is fast approaching. In that case, we better hurry back to the prison and talk to Gina again. We're not gonna take time to find the box? Hold on, can I look for the box real quick? Maybe not? Aha. Yes, this is where all the items that have been forfeited by their original owners are offered for sale. That's right, they've all got little price labels on them, but there's so many. I wonder if the small box this ticket was for is still on the shelf somewhere. The box that Mick Gilded deposited here just over 2 months ago. Even if it were, finding it promises to be very troublesome indeed. We gotta go see Gina. There are so many boxes, it could be any one of them. Mr. Shum said that a pawnbroker was the safest place to store anything, more secure than a bank's vault. So perhaps this small box of Mr. McGilded's contains something of very great value. Well, if that's the case, he probably have kept it locked. So then we need to find every box with a lock and break them all open. Oh God, Susato. No. This case reminds me of a joke. Oh. Her fancy car's collateral? Park the car for 2 months? Oh my God. A sort of misconduct will get me arrested, but what? It's an invest. Nobody's gonna be buying these things now. This is the site of a murder. It's been some time since Susato-san last threw me. Is my back okay after this? Or is this the only way I can see a chiropractor? Okay. Let's go see Gina, because I don't think that there's gonna be there really going to be nothing else to look at before we get back to Gina? I don't think there's any like random box that we can be looking at. Let's get to Gina. Yeah, she flipped me over in a pawn shop. I could have broken something. She could have broken something, and I could have broken my back, and or gotten a concussion. She just loves to torture me. April, 5:41 p.m. Local prison cell 13. Oh, Gina, good, you're back. Please, Gina. Please. Please let me help you. Please. The police must have finished questioning her then. Oh, how was it, Ginny? Was it awful? Didn't bother me. Thank you for the papers you signed before. It meant we were able to investigate at Windibanks. Oh, right. Please, Gina? Don't you want to know how we got on? We've been ever so busy. What's the point in asking? Won't change what everyone's saying that I did it. That's not... Gina, we came to ask you for your final decision. What decision? About tomorrow's trial. Will you let me defend you or not? I must submit I must submit the paperwork now if you'd like Mr. Naruhodo to represent you. Right, I see. She's really lost her fight all of a sudden. But I know what that feels like. The worry is just so hard to bear. Please don't tsundere this. What we've uncovered. Oh, alright then. Blimey, give it a rest with them eyes, Iris. So come on then, fill us in. Who done it? Unfortunately, we don't know that yet. You don't say. We don't know yet, Gina. But Mr. Naruhodo and all of us know that you are innocent of this crime. And while we haven't yet managed to work out who the real culprit is, there are a number of interesting facts that we have managed to establish. Oh yeah? Like what? Well, for example, the reason for you being there in the first place. I think I know why you broke into Windibanks that night. Looks like I'm gonna have to take some evidence that clearly reveals the reason and thrust it in Gina's face, or I could present it to her calmly, I suppose. The manuscript. We found this in Mr. Windibank's storeroom. The manuscript of Iris's latest story. Oh, right. Well, that's good then. Curiously, the storeroom at Windibank showed no sign of being ransacked or items of value or the like. With one exception. The box file that housed the manuscript. How'd she even figure out what... How'd she even figure out where the manuscript was? Did they say what kind of box it was in? Baby girl. Hi. Do you want me to text somebody to let you out? Here, you know what, actually? I will shove my desk back for you. What, are you gonna jump up? Oh. Here, 1 second. I'm gonna let the cat out. Whoopsies. Watch your tail. Yeah, watch your tail. I wouldn't want to get you with the wheel of the desk. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on the other mic and see if she meows into it today. Yeah. hold on. 1 second. And make sure yeah, it's using the right one. Turn it on. Oh, is it finally dead? Oh, hold on. Let me try the other one. There we go. Is this stuff?
Ew. Oh, there it goes. Meow. Oh, meow. It's a baby. Yes, he's a baby girl. He's a baby girl. And get the belly? Eat the belly. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, the baby. I'll say goodbye to the people. Say goodbye. Oh, come back here. Yeah. Oh, good job. I love you. I'll see you later. Yeah.
That's my baby. Okay, and we mute that mic back up. I think I actually have to plug in the other mic now. Oh. Ah! What did I knock over? I don't know what that was. This is the dangers of having a rolling desk. My baby was freed. She has freedom now. You were determined to find out whether or not the Hound of the Baskervilles was really there. That's the real reason you broke into the storeroom last night, isn't it? Aha, your reaction says it all. Why don't you tell us what happened, please? Yeah, Iris's manuscript. Alright, yeah, this Baskervilles story. It's the latest Sholmes adventure, right? But it ain't been printed yet. So I figured it's gotta be worth a fair few pieces of silver, right? Oh, yes, at least 5,000 pounds. What? So you intended to sell Iris's manuscript, did you? No, highly doubtful. No, Ginny, how could you? Oh, what? Wait, no, hang on. Of course I weren't going to sell it. All I wanted to do was find out if the manuscript, or whatever you call it, was really there or not. That's the only reason I was in the place. For Iris's sake. Isn't that right? We knew why you'd done it from the start, Gina. Of course we did. But, I knew you wouldn't do anything mean like that, Ginny. I just knew it. It's just a series of unfortunate events happened right after the fact. As is any time in an Ace Attorney game. When I saw the manuscript in the storeroom, it reminded me of what you said the night before. Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Barefaced liars, the lot of them. You just ain't realized it yet. I'm telling you, that mantle script isn't at Windabanks. You'd soon see if you had a look. If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes. I mean, that I sometimes wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him. Oh, Ginny, that was so sweet of you. All right, all right. I'll tell you why I did it. Just stop looking at me like that, Iris. She's harsh, but she does mean well too. We need to crack the tsundere skin, like, outer hard shell that she has. It weren't because of Iris. That's not why I did it. I just wanted to know the truth, that's all. For Iris. You wanted to to know if Mr. Sholmes was being honest. If he really did, if he'd really deposited the manuscript at Windibanks. It's like I told you the night before. I never had a father. But Iris's lot ain't like mine. She got her dad, only she can't see him. And I reckon that's gotta be Arter. That's why she writes her stories. They're about her dad, really. That's what it sounded like to me, anyway. Last night when I was listening to what you were saying, the stories about Daddy? You mean they're not the adventures of a great detective? Sorry, I just bit my own tongue. You mean they're not the adventures of a great detective, so much as the adventures of a great detective and his trusty partner? Well, that's how I see it, yeah. You're so thoughtful and so kind, Ginny. Yes, and we never thought any differently, did we? Look, give it a rest, will ya? I ate all this chummy nonsense. Did you hear? I ate it. I don't trust no one, right? That's how I work. Cause if you don't trust no one, you can't, no one can let you down. So leave me alone. Go on, Scarper. Tiny child. Also, was this? Do you see, like, on the inner bit of the jacket, of the overcoat? That wasn't there before. Does she have blood on her sleeves? What is that? I hadn't noticed until now, but it's unmistakable right there on both. Oh, hey, hello. Goodness. Why do I have a shared brain cell with Ryunosuke? Can we splash some of Iris's reagent on there? Or some very suspicious red stains? Why are you looking at me like that? I think it might be worth presenting some of our other findings in that area to Gina now. Hold on, let me save. Ooh. Percent. Should we talk about the blood samples or the pawnbroker ticket? Let's do that one first. Do you see this pawnbroker's ticket, Gina? It's the one you took to Windibanks, isn't it? One for that black overcoat that you're wearing now? Oh, I see. It's not normally seen, the blood on the inside of the sleeves there. That's interesting. It was only supposed to be seen at that moment in time. What that? I don't know. They all look the same to me, those tickets. Surely not. Well, this one has a very obvious mark on it that would appear to be blood. Eh? Does that ring any bells? I don't know. It all looks the same to me. Blood. Yeah, I did notice immediately when it got to that portion where she was looking forward like that. It's so weird. And they all sound the same to me. These answers suspicious. Okay, let's talk about this one. Here, Gina, look at this. Nota. Oh, okay. Not that one. Shall we do the blood samples? Those stains on the sleeves of your new coat, Gina, they're blood, aren't they? Not that I know whose blood yet. What? Blood, Mr. Naruhodo? You don't appear to have any obvious wounds yourself, though. So could it be blood that splattered from Mr. Windibank when he was shot last night? Let's not beat around the bush here. This trusty friend of mine will get results much faster than anything else. Take it easy, Iris. Oh, Don't move, Ginny. I'm going to shoot. Oh my goodness. What color is it? Oh. This is, oh God, I don't have his profile. That's thrice fired Mason's jacket. Oh. Oh my God. Because this was not something that that Mr. McGilded was wearing. Oh, so the blood's been there the whole time. How the heck the blood come out of the coat? But not on the insides of the sleeves. What? How? Can I say that the Scotland Yard's investigating of the jacket before they gave it back to her is god-awful. They missed the other pawnbroker's ticket. They missed the blood on the inside of the sleeves. Oh, they're so stupid. What the? Forget the sleeves. The whole coat is covered in blood. Of course. The black color of the fabric was masking the stains. That's why we haven't seen them until now. So she's just been wearing a blood-soaked 2-month-old dried blood overcoat. And the blood has reacted with the chemical to turn a purple color, which matches one of the samples we've already collected perfectly. Yes, now let's see. Who had the purple blood? Aha, yes, it was the brickmaster, Mr. Mason, the victim of the murder case 2 months ago. I knew it. What are you all on about? The victim? What do you mean? Interesting. It's a rather uncomfortable situation, Mr. Naruhodo, but I think this makes things quite clear. It means the omnibus case is finally solved. The truth about who really murdered the brickmaster, Mr. Mason, is revealed. Boy, would someone explain what's going on? Stop telling me half a story. Oh. Frickin' McGilded. The truth of the omnibus case. We can see now that the victim's blood is all over Mr. McGilded's overcoat. Oh, so we're saying that specifically McGilded's overcoat? That makes sense, I guess. That too. But in the trial 2 months ago, the defendant said this in his testimony. Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fellow bleeding from his stomach? So the blood wasn't anywhere else on him but the overcoat and the gloves? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. If you look at this overcoat now, it's clear. The stains couldn't have arisen from McGilded trying to pull the victim to his feet. That's blood splatter. Now, if that was what really had happened, the blood wouldn't have splashed all over the front of the coat. The only explanation for this pattern of blood is that it splattered over McGilded's coat when he stabbed the victim in the stomach. Ugh. I've tried to run from the truth for long enough, but there's no escaping it now. We unfortunately can't look at the omnibus either because it was burned down in the courtroom. The true culprit in that case, Mr. Mason's killer, was Magnus McGilded. God, this is like one of the first cases where the person that we got a not guilty verdict actually did it. That horrible case is solved at last, and I helped the man walk free from that trial. I mean, he was immediately dead after, so I mean, did we really lose? Did we really have a bad time? I mean, yes, but I used all that twisted testimony and all that sham evidence to prove his innocence. How does it feel to help free a murderer? It feels bad. It feels so bad. But, I mean, you can only go off of the evidence at the time, can't you? There's not much that you can do about that, especially with the fact that we went in blind, didn't know anything beforehand, didn't even get to investigate, because we probably would have found these things if we had time to investigate. But no. We were thrust into this situation by what's his face, the Chief Justice man, who I still think is evil. Excuses, how dare you? How could I have let that happen? Hey, that just means we have to work twice as hard. We have to work towards actual innocent people and getting them not guilty verdicts, and we just have to do it several times over. Bruno, did you believe him though? No, that's the thing. We felt scummy about the situation. It felt sketchy, suspicious. Did you believe Mr. McGilded? Wait. Did you believe Mr. McGilded was innocent? I believed, or rather, I think I was trying to believe. I wanted to. Because believing in those you represent in court is a defense lawyer's greatest weapon. A weapon? It's hard. It's hard. A lawyer's weapon. Before we came to Great Britain, a great friend of mine taught me a valuable lesson. You mean Kazuma-sama? My very dead friend. Listen, Ryunosuke, we lawyers are only human. We can't know for sure what is the truth and what is a lie. Which is why we must resort to our primary weapon. An unwavering belief in our clients. That's all we really have. Unwavering belief. Only when we truly believe what our clients tell us can we fight with everything we have for their cause. In any battle, there can be no victory without faith. So I believe you, unwaveringly. I mean, you were also my best friend from childhood, so of course you would have some unwavering belief and faith in me. What's funny, Gina? Poor, it sounds like in this Empire of Japan you come from, everyone must be soft. I would say soft. Well, come on. Look at the mess it got you into believing in that bog trotter. Yes, I inadvertently helped a murderer walk free. Hey, you were also a part of that scheme. Don't forget. Well, at least you've learned your lesson now, eh? Believing in people's never worth it. Someone always stabs you in the back in the end. As soon as you let your guard down, you've had it. You'd have had it? At it? Take a leaf out of my book. Believe no one. Get hurt by no one. Gina, may I ask you something? What? I'd just like to make absolutely sure. What would you like us to do with these representation papers for tomorrow's trial? How many times do I have to say it? Rip them up and chuck them away. Are you really sure that's what you want? I bet that's what he wants and all now. Mr. I'm a believer lawyer over there. Oh, are you leaving this to me? You're letting me make the decision? Good, because I'm representing you in the defense for tomorrow. Don't forget it was me in that trial 2 months ago and led everyone up the garden path, didn't I? I mean, we're both guilty in this case. You can make this right, though. And you're telling me you can believe in me after that? Not likely. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, don't look at me like that, Iris. You already know the answer to this question. A lawyer's primary weapon is an unwavering belief in his clients. Ultimately, it comes down to whether or not I feel I can trust Gina after everything that's happened. I can trust her. I'm mostly gonna save. I do trust her. Oh. Don't disconnect OBS. My God. Frickin' OBS. I just saved the game. Did you not like that I was saving the game? Frickin' OBS. You butthole. Gina, let me say it again. Please allow me to represent you in tomorrow's trial. Are you half-baked? Not at all. You've not once admitted to committing the crime, have you? You're just saying what everybody else is saying, and you're trying to convince us to believe that. Why? Why not? We're gonna work in the court case, the courtroom tomorrow. We're gonna be a team. What's more, I believe that you're telling me the truth. Seriously, Mr. Naruodo? Naruodo. Didn't you hear all of what I said before? I'm a born liar. Fibs just trip off me tongue, and I'm a diver, don't forget. I pulled the wool over your eyes 2 months ago and got you into all sorts of trouble. Yeah, but you were also being threatened at the time, so I can't take your reverse lies as gospel. Why would you ever trust me now? I just don't get it. Gina, I do understand why you chose not to put your trust in others, but I assure you there is more to this life than you've yet realized. What do you mean? The world we live in is full of people you would do very well to trust. People who won't ever let you down. Oh God, don't give her high expectations. It's true that I'm just a student of law and I'm certainly lacking in courtroom experience, but I can promise you this. Whatever happens, and until my very last breath, I'm completely on your side. Well, what do you expect me to say to that? Oh, Gina! Then it's decided. I will take these papers now and carry out the necessary preparations for tomorrow's trial. It would be a shame to throw them away now after it's been penned with your name so beautifully. Do what you like. You Eastern Lauder are... I don't know what you are. I don't get ya. Yay, Gina. We have cracked the exterior. Gina's taken herself off to the back of her cell. She'd never admit it, but I hope she's feeling relieved. That turned out all right at the end, I think. Oh? Whoever's hiding there, show yourself at once. Eavesdropping is the height of cowardice. Miss Susato. Somebody is in there in the shadows. I can sense it. Somebody who wasn't there before. Her look! Sholmes? Whomst? Blimey, you're sharp, eh? Who? Oh, hello, Gregson. What are you doing? I get that this is a place that you can frequent, but you can't just be sneaky butthole. I suppose you were using one of those mystic Japanese arts, like the art of stealth I've heard so much about. What do you... Sir, I think you were the one in the shadows while we were here talking to Gina. If anyone was being stealthy, it's you, Inspector. Greg Z. Oh dear me, I am most terribly sorry, your ladyship. I didn't mean to startle you. How long have you been listening in on our conversation? Good grief, listening in? No. I just got word that there were some visitors who were refusing to leave, even though it was after hours. I assure you, your ladyship, I only just arrived this very minute, not a moment earlier. That's all it is. Nothing untoward. Nothing at all. You're so sketchy when you're like this. After hours? Is it that late already? So then I'll humbly excuse myself now, your ladyship. Ta-ta, toodaloo, cheerio, all the best. Bye and bye. That's a lot of farewells, and not one of them appropriate for her ladyship. Oh, but I wanted to have a chat. I'm terribly sorry, but time is pressing at the moment. At the minute? Oh, I see. That's a shame. I don't get this emergency at the Supreme Court dealt with sharpish. Lord Strongheart will emergency? Lord Strongheart? Oh, you're really just like Gumshoe. You are definitely a predecessor of Gumshoe. Predecessor? Is that the right term? Ancestor of Gumshoe? Could say that. Are those both the same terms? Nothing. Forget I said anything. Anyway, I'm off. Goodbye, Gregsy. You loudmouth inspector. If you have to, but let's chat soon. Delighted, charmed, can't wait, if you please. My pleasure. That's a lot of pleasantries, and not one of them sounded sincere. Ugh. Gregsy's so funny. He says such silly things. It's certainly entertaining to see an inspector of the police fawning to a 10-year-old girl. But anyway, I wonder what this emergency is at the Supreme Court. I mean, who the heck is going to be the prosecutor? Is it going to be Van Zeeks? Or is it going to be somebody else? Let's attend the court clerk's office now before it closes. Yes, of course. Thank you, Miss Susato. She's not gonna be at the court tomorrow, because she's gotta leave. Kindly escort Iris home now, Mr. Naruhodo. I shall meet you there later. And so our investigation came to an end. Susato-san went to file the necessary papers for my defense of Gina the following day. And then it hit me. I could no longer suppress the wretched feeling that had been gnawing away at my insides. Tomorrow, Susato-san would be leaving Britain and making her way back to Japan. 16th April, 11:13 p.m. Naruhodo's legal consultancy. Naruhodo-san, it's been a very tiring day, hasn't it? I do hope you're not too exhausted. What about you, Susato-san? Today's been even more trying for you, I'm sure. Mr. Sholmes was shot before your eyes. Gina was arrested. All on the back of the news that her father has fallen ill and that she must return to Japan at once. I hope your father recovers soon. Thank you for your kind words. I wonder why it is that so many thoughts rage in my head like a storm. And yet, I seem unable to find the words to express any of them. I know exactly what you mean. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Anyway, I have one final task to complete as your judicial assistant. Once that is done, I shall make preparations for my departure tomorrow. One final task. What else is going back to Japan? It's just 2 months since we arrived in London, but we've managed to establish this office. It was finally feeling as though we were settling in. I would be lying if I said I felt no regret. I'm so sorry, Susato-san. It's just so sudden. I really don't know what to think. I've had no time to gather my thoughts. I know we've only been here a short time, but in my limited experience of the courtroom, I feel I've learned something. And what would that be? It seems to me there are many facets to people's personalities. Facets? And like a jewel, the light plays off of them in complex patterns, illuminating their actions and their motives. But we see only a small number of the total facets, and what is illuminated is only a part of the whole story. That's such a beautiful way to put it. What lies in the shadows, and what do those facets we cannot see look like? Perhaps there are some parts we'll never lay eyes on for as long as we live. That's so true. Sometimes I feel as though I'm blind to so much, but I keep hoping that one day it will all become clear. That all the facets will be illuminated, and I'll finally understand how everything fits together. Naruhodo-san. I suppose what matters is that we keep our eyes open and keep moving forward, even if the way seems dark. It's amazing to think it's just been 2 months. You've grown so much. That expression! Oh my goodness. It's like sad but happy at the same time. Sorry, of what? Oh no, it was nothing. Unimportant. Oh my god. I will not cry. Do you know what time you'll will leave London in the morning? Yes, I picked up my ticket earlier. I shall be leaving here at 4 a.m. We don't even have time to have breakfast together. I see. Well, I'll escort you to the station. Absolutely not. Sorry? I'm sure you realize why I couldn't possibly let you do that. You have a very important day ahead of you tomorrow. Gina's trial. Yes, I know, but every word you utter will have the potential to determine Gina's fate. You must get as much rest as possible. You think I'm gonna fall asleep after all of this? I'm gonna be a complete night owl. It's gonna be awake the entire night, and I'm just gonna be lethargic tomorrow. Even though, like me, I'm sure you'll find it hard to sleep. But please, for me, do try. What's your one final task, Susato? You mentioned one final task a moment ago. What did you mean? Oh, Maya, I nearly forgot. Please, I want you to... She's gonna give me her book! Is this gonna help with the court case tomorrow, too? What is that? Some huge bundle of documents. It's my notes from the case 2 months ago. 2 months ago. The murder that was committed on the omnibus. The McGilded case. It seems to me that this case of Mr. Windibake's murder, of which Gina is accused, is very much tied up with that omnibus case in ways that are not yet completely apparent. So I took the liberty of consolidating my writings about the case for you. God, you're the best assistant. With everything else she's had to think about, Susato-san still managed to do this, and all neatly laid out for me in her beautiful handwriting. It was my pleasure. I can only hope that it will bolster your case for tomorrow for Gina. Thank you so much, Susato-san. I will do my best to use it wisely. You really are the best judicial assistant in the world. Well, that's extremely flattering. But I'm sorry to say that I've been a complete failure. What? No! Who said you were a failure? Did your brain tell you you were a failure? How dare it? I didn't quite catch that. What you said there? Oh, ignore me. I was just mumbling to myself. How dare you call yourself a failure? Notes collected by Miss Susato about the McGilded case that we worked on 2 months ago. Well, it's getting rather... Can I look at it real quick before... Omnibus murder. Case summary. Victim found deceased on the last scheduled omnibus of the day after a stab wound to the abdomen. Details of the victim. Mason Milverton. Mason Milverton, brickmaster, East End of London. Trial summary. Defendant Magnus McGilded. Prosecution attorney Lord Baron Van Ziegs. Defense attorney Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Conviction was assured with 3 eyewitness testimonies. However, a surprise 4th witness testimony resulted in acquittal due to insufficient evidence. I wonder how I'm going to use that tomorrow. Well, it's getting rather late. I think you should go to bed now, Naruhodo-san. I must finish packing up my things in my room. Susato-san, I wish you the very best of luck tomorrow. Oh, don't cry, please. Oh my god! Oh god, the very last Susato takedown. Oh my god. What was that? A secret technique of mine. The Susato shutdown. Shutdown? Imagine if I just went to bed like this. I would wake up and Iris would find me like she does Sherlock Holmes in any random part of the house. Please, I implore you. Aww. If we had to voice our goodbyes, I won't be able to hold back my tears. Am I crying or am I passing out? Oh, I'm fine, I think. Oh no, I'm definitely taking a nap on the floor. Susato-san. Is my brain gonna be okay? Yeah, I'm gonna wake up on the floor. It's truly been a tiring day. On our feet for hours, getting Gina to open up to us and learning the truth about that nemesis of a case. Physically and mentally, I was exhausted, and yet the idea of sleep seemed impossible. But I forced myself to close my eyes. I don't think you forced yourself. I think that was Susato. The Susato shutdown really did turn my brain off, because I'm gonna wake up on the floor definitely not refreshed, but I'm gonna get to this case, this court case in the morning. And as a cacophony of scenes of our lives here in London played through my mind, eventually my fatigue triumphed and I fell into a deep sleep on the wooden floor. This poor soul. This poor man. Poor Ryunosuke. 17th April, the small hours. Oh, we get to... Oh god, is Sholmes gonna be okay? 17th April, the small hours, St. Sinners Hospital, Ward 3. Is he awake? Yes, I quite understand. That is a great weight off my mind. Oh. He's alive! Rest assured, I shall put everything in place exactly as we have discussed. Thank you so much. It's been an honor and a pleasure to be acquainted with you, Mr. Sholmes. What? On the contrary, the pleasure has been mine. How are you moving around after Operation Bullet Wound? Or did you... I bid you farewell and Godspeed. Oh, he's talking to Susato, isn't he? He is! My dear madam. I was like, who the heck? Oh, I'm so glad that she got to see Sholmes before she left. I'm glad he's awake and coherent. Okay. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for today. It'll still show up here. I'm gonna turn it off at this point since we saved. I'm gonna call it for today so I don't bork my vocal box. Because we've been going for 3.5 hours so far. And I feel like if I continue right now, it's gonna go on for another 3, and that would be bad. I think today I'm gonna utilize the tactic of I'm going to boil some water and sauna my face and breathe in the hot steam. Because lately it's been where talking either for an extended period of time or I don't know, just like singing to myself or doing like karaoke in the car. It feels like my throat's burning, so I'm doing something horribly wrong, and I need to get that in check before something horrible happens and I get laryngitis. Thankfully, I don't get as much laryngitis as some of my other friends who get it very easily and very horribly too. These friends are also very notorious for attempting to show how bad the laryngitis is, which can only make it worse. I'm so glad that I'm not like that. But I hope you guys had fun. I'll see you the day after tomorrow. We're gonna do more torturing of ourselves as we go through Pokemon Stadium and get through the rest of the gym battles. Hopefully. Thank you for the steam, the stream. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. I think that's just the life of a streamer. If you're gonna have to do a lot of additional things for your vocal cords, because I think what I do is that I talk in more of a showy way. I don't know if it's showy or if it's just like I'm trying to project my voice a little bit more, so it's a little more straining than your like normal everyday talking. And I think that's what everyone does. It's like talking on the phone, trying to project your voice, or like somebody who does podcasts or radio or something like that. It's just like an unconscious thing because you think that you're not going to be heard properly. Or maybe it's just like trying to put out your best voice in general. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time for Pokemon Stadium. We're gonna torture ourselves more as we get through the rest of the gym battles. And I'm surprised that we haven't made it too far because I think we're on Koga still. No. We're gonna be fighting Sabrina next time, with whatever Pokemon we still had at the time. Have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to feed yourself, hydrate, eat snacks. Oops. Take care of your pets. Don't forget to do laundry. If you have done laundry, don't forget to put it into the dryer. You don't want moldy, musty clothing. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Have good dreams when you go to bed. Sleep well. Oh, whoopsie. What the fudge? This is what happens when I accidentally press buttons. Whoops.